a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be learning directly from industry giants and experts who have mastered the art of wealth creation. Even in this tough economy, I'm talking about people like Ugochukwu Omegu.
Middle class and poor people make money to spend it. Rich people earn money to multiply it.
Emeka Nobis.
For you to grow a great community, you must feed your community. You cannot grow a massive social media audience if you're not feeding them. Feeding is what we call content creation.
Dr. Abioye.
The structure of your mind determines how you see, because your mind is limitless and your vision should also be limitless.
Emmanuel Akwe.
The journey of wealth will lead you to a destination, but the vehicle you use to that destination is very important. You can use airpiece, you can use peace mass, or you can trek without peace.
Chinasa Favor.
If you are not authentic, you are going to get burnt out. You're going to get bitter along the way because you can only be fake for so long, and it is very, very exhausting.
Paul Chinedu.
There's this saying that fact tells, but story sells. And there are actually three simple formulas that I use whenever I'm telling my story. There is the struggle part, there is the discovery part, and there is the success part.
Mohammed Adamu Dago, Ike Naokechukwu, Esther Odemwike Disu, Kingsley Ime, Joseph Etem, and Rosemary Chioma Obi. This conference will be happening on the 26th to 28th of April, live on YouTube. Access is free, but registration is compulsory. So what are you waiting for? Click the link around this video to register now. Are you ready to transform your financial game in 2024? Then join us for a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be learning directly from industry giants and experts who have mastered the art of wealth creation. Even in this tough economy, I'm talking about people like Ugochukwu Omegu.
Middle class and poor people make money to spend it. Rich people earn money to multiply it.
Emeka Nobis.
For you to grow a great community, you must feed your community. You cannot grow a massive social media audience if you're not feeding them. Feeding is what we call content creation.
Dr. Abioye.
The structure of your mind determines how you see, because your mind is limitless and your vision should also be limitless.
Emmanuel Akwe.
The journey of wealth will lead you to a destination, but the vehicle you use to that destination is very important. You can use airpiece, you can use peace mass, or you can trek without peace.
Chinasa Favor.
If you are not authentic, you are going to get burnt out. You're going to get bitter along the way because you can only be fake for so long, and it is very, very exhausting.
Paul Chinedu.
There's this saying that fact tells, but story sells. And there are actually three simple formulas that I use whenever I'm telling my story. There is the struggle part, there is the discovery part, and there is the success part.
Mohammed Adamu Dago, Ike Naokechukwu, Esther Odemwike Disu, Kingsley Ime, Joseph Etem, and Rosemary Chioma Obi. This conference will be happening on the 26th to 28th of April, live on YouTube. Access is free, but registration is compulsory. So what are you waiting for? Click the link around this video to register now. Are you ready to transform your financial game in 2024? Then join us for a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be learning directly from industry giants and experts who have mastered the art of wealth creation. Even in this tough economy, I'm talking about people like Ugochukwu Omegu.
Middle class and poor people make money to spend it. Rich people earn money to multiply it.
Emeka Nobis.
For you to grow a great community, you must feed your community. You cannot grow a massive social media audience if you're not feeding them. Feeding is what we call content creation.
Dr. Abioye.
The structure of your mind determines how you see, because your mind is limitless and your vision should also be limitless.
Emmanuel Akwe.
The journey of wealth will lead you to a destination, but the vehicle you use to that destination is very important. You can use airpiece, you can use peace mass, or you can trek without peace.
Chinaza Favor.
If you are not authentic, you are going to get burnt out. You're going to get bitter along the way because you can only be fake for so long, and it is very, very exhausting.
Paul Chinedu.
There's this saying that fact tells, but story sells. And there are actually three simple formulas that I use whenever I'm telling my story. There is the struggle part, there is the discovery part, and there is the success part.
Mohammed Adamu Dago, Ike Naokechukwu, Esther Odemwike Disu, Kingsley Ime, Joseph Etim, and Rosemary Chioma Obi. This conference will be happening on the 26th to 28th of April, live on YouTube. Access is free, but registration is compulsory. So what are you waiting for? Click the link around this video to register now. Are you ready?
Hello, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, Africa. Good evening to everyone wherever you are watching this right now. In the beautiful country, Nigeria, it is 7 o'clock, 7:09 to be precise. And here we are doing what we know how to do best. Of course, transforming lives and making sure that everyone succeeds at what they do. You're welcome once again into the day 2 of the Wealth Creation Conference 2024. Believe you me, I know you can agree that yesterday was so amazing. Yesterday was awesome. Yesterday was so transformative. Yesterday was full of insight, wisdom, nuggets, and what of you. And for everyone that attended yesterday, you will agree with me that what dropped yesterday were just loads of value. And if you really, really were like me, you would take action on those things that you've written. I told you yesterday that before information can make a transition to become a transformation, it has to pass through what is called action. Action is much more important. Please, as you're joining us, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching us from and tell me, how was yesterday's event? I'm watching and reading your comments. I can see Ima, I can see Unwali, I can see Temitayo, I can see Agatha, I can see Elum, I can see Liveliness, I can see Temitayo again. Please, if you're joining us, please let me know where you are joining us from. This is the day 2 of the Wealth Creation Conference, and it promises to be amazing and valuable. Of course, as usual, last night we had amazing sessions starting with Chinaza Favor, and it was so amazing. It was awesome as he took us through the area of mindset. And of course, we had the amazing Elisha Maman. He also came and dropped bombshell on how you can have a sustainable relationships for wealth creation. Those nuggets yesterday were wonderful. They were so on point. And we had amazing sessions from 2 panelists, that is Joseph Etim and Kingsley Ime. It was an amazing session from both of them. Joseph Etim led us through the aspect of branding, and Kingsley Email led us through the area of products and digital product creation for wealth creation. Yesterday was awesome. And to cap it all, the prof himself, Emmanuel Akwe, he came live here to give us bombs, to give us shell, to give us value when it comes to wealth creation. And the testimonies we received yesterday, very, very amazing. I can see some people watching us from Port Harcourt, some people watching us from Benin, many people watching us from different parts of the world. You are welcome. You all are welcome. I welcome every one of you here once again. This is the day 2 of the Wealth Creation Conference, where we will be trained and taught on how you can become a wealth creation agent in an uncertain economy. And of course, you know that theme itself, it's something that rings a bell. The economy we live in today is definitely uncertain. It follows a principle of uncertainty. Tomorrow is not promised. You never can tell. The policies are changing almost every day. Okay, the laws that governs the way we do businesses, the way we transact, the way we engage our audience, everything keeps changing here and there. Okay, but then how can you stay positioned in such a way that regardless of all these uncertainties, you can still become a wealth creation agent? That is why you are here, to get the nitty-gritty of everything you need to become a wealth creation agent. And don't forget, for those of you that you are here to subscribe to this YouTube channel, to this YouTube, please kindly do so while you are here. Subscribe to this channel and switch on your notification button so that once we go live, you just get it straight as a notification on your mobile devices. Okay, that is one. Then 2 is that your friends and families that you know they need to be here, that your friend that keeps complaining about financial stress, financial incapabilities, and the likes, this is the time to invite that friend. Let that friend know that the season of liberation is now. Let your friend know, let your neighbor know, let the people around you, let them get aware that it is time for them to get exposed to the information that is going to transform their lives. All right, so please do that. Take a minute to copy this link and share among your colleagues, among those people that you know they need to be here. I can see that we are inviting people already. Thank you so much, everyone that are joining us from Imo State, from Abuja, from Delta State, from Port Harcourt, and the likes. You are all welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And please, another thing there is that do not be part of the ghost watchers, okay? Ghost viewers, ghost students. As you are learning, try to drop in the comment sections the things that you are learning, because it is important so that people that are joining, they can read through the comment section and they can simply get through everything that is being said, because they may not have the luxury of time to rewind and watch whatever has been said. Okay, so try as much as possible, whatever comes to your mind, that's probably why the speaker was speaking, you're able to get a rhema or you got a line and you're like, whoa, this is really, really deep. Go to the comment section, write them there. And that thing that your comment does is that it encourages and motivates the speaker. It gives the speaker the notion that he's not just speaking to his devices, he's speaking to real human being. All right. So while you are getting those rhema, ensure you drop them in the comment section. Also, let's do something. I want to pick somebody. Just give me one quote each from each of our speakers yesterday. Anyone that can do that, I want you to pick me a winner, and I'm going to give you something. I promise that. I'm giving you something. I need a winner for this. You give me one quote from each speaker. One quote from Chinaza Favor, one quote from Joseph Etim, one quote from Elisha Maman, one quote from Kingsley Ime, and one quote from Emmanuel Akwe. Please, if you can do that, drop them in the comment section. I'll be reading the comment section now to look at my winner. I'm looking for my winner. Okay. Okay, some are dropping already. Drop your quotes in the comment box and I'll be reading through every of your comments. Please do that. You can do that. You can do that. I'm waiting to read from you. So we prepare to move straight into today's sessions. And today's session also promises to be fantastic. It promises to be mind-blowing. We'll be having amazing speakers. And these people, they are seasoned speakers who not only say things, they are saying the things that they are doing. They are sharing with us from their wealth of knowledge, from that thing that they do. So whatever you are going to be hearing, not just today, but throughout this program, it's something that the speakers, they actually walk the talk. That is them sharing from their wealth of knowledge, from their experience. This is something that they do. So we are not just bringing everybody here, that's people that are just theoretically sound. We are bringing people that practically, theoretically, they are very, very eloquent. And that is what you are getting for free. Don't forget, this is brought to you by the convener herself, in person of the beautiful and delectable Rosemary Chioma Obi. I'll be in the comment section now. I can see some people dropping their quotes already. Let me read. Let me read from those people dropping their quotes. Okay. Wealth is first spiritual before physical. That is for Chinaza favor. Okay. Then Onyechi success is also dropping. Please keep dropping them. Keep dropping them. Keep dropping them. You all are going to vote and give me one winner. You vote and give me one winner. Yes, I can see that socks cannot mix with soup virtually. There must be physical contact. I know we said that, but I'm not going to mention that. So it is left to you to give me that. So make it orderly. Write them together. Don't just drop them randomly. Write them together and just place it there so you can be tracked and given your prize. Okay? So that can be tracked and your prize will be given to you. Okay, so we are going to the first session for today. And we have an amazing speaker that will be joining us here. Don't forget, what we are treating here is creating wealth in an uncertain economy. I told you the other time that the economy that we are today is so uncertain that you cannot predict what happens the next seconds, the next minute. This is why you must stay in a position where, come what may, that regardless of the state of the economy, you are still doing financially well. Okay? That regardless of what happens in your state of residence, regardless of the policies that is being made, you are still afloat when it comes to for your finances. You are doing well financially. All right. That is why you are here today, to learn how you can tweak your mindset, how you can position yourself to be someone that, regardless of what is happening, you will definitely be able to earn from your comfort home. You'll be able to make money from wherever you are in the world. The nation, it's a season of borderlessness. So regardless of your location, you can make more money. You can earn foreign currencies. You can do a whole lot, in as much you have your mobile device and you have stable and internet connection. If you have all of this, I guarantee you that you are good to go, provided you are surrounded with the right people, you have the right information, and you have the can-do spirit. Many people, their mindset is filled with negativity, and it is not your fault, because where you grew from, you never saw anything to be possible. You were fed with negativity. You were fed with information that are disempowering your capabilities. All right. But now This conference is here to set you free so that you can expand your mind. And when you think big, you earn big. When you think small, you earn small. If one person can pay you, then 1 million people can pay for that idea, for that product, for that service. If one person can exchange money for what you have to offer, just if one person can do that, it's a guarantee that 1 million people can also pay you. Okay, so it is wisdom for you to do what works and increase your reach, increase your numbers. So 3 things that are very important for you in this particular program so that you don't miss out on what this program is meant for. One is that you've got to make use of what is available. You've got to make use of what is available. Not all the resources that are mentioned by the speakers are the things you can get or lay hands on at the moment. But the question is, what do you have closer to you? Okay, you don't need a plot of land to build. You only need a parcel. You don't need a plot of land to build. You only need a parcel of land, just a portion to build. Okay, the mansions, the heights of buildings we see today is not until they got the whole world before they were able to build. They only got a parcel of land and they were able to build magnificent edifice. Okay, so you don't need a plot of land. What do you have available that you can make use of right now? That is one. Then 2 is that, are you exposed to the right information? You need the right information, and part of that is where you are today. Okay, part of that is where you are today. And the 3rd thing is the spirit and the willingness to take action, the willingness to act. If you have these 3 things in place, you are unstoppable. You are limitless. Don't forget, this is just the virtual edition of TWCC 2024. The physical edition is also coming up in the month of July, and it will be coming up in Abuja. Okay, and please, once you get information, do well to get your ticket. I'll be sharing more details regarding that. I'll be sharing more details. Thank you so much. I'll be sharing more details regarding how you can get your ticket for that physical program. I'll be sharing the information as we journey in this program. So get prepared, stay tuned, grab your notepad, your keypad, everything, ensure that you are set. Charge your phones, get your power bank, make sure you are in a good environment that is safe and conducive for learning. Okay, and let's get right into this. So I'll be introducing my first speaker for today. My first speaker, he will double as a speaker and also as a panelist. Okay, so who is this person I'm bringing in? Of course, you know the list of the speakers we have on the flyer, and you know those that have spoken already. So our speaker, the first speaker for the day 2 of the Wealth Creation Conference, is none other than a financial literacy advocate, an educator, a self-mastery coach, community builder, an author, and a consultant on leadership and business development. He is a winning TEDx speaker. He shared his thoughts on why businesses fail in Africa on TEDx Ikenebu, one of the biggest TEDx platforms in the Southeast and South region of Nigeria. As a trained financial coach, his life goal is to help people lead a financially free and fulfilled life, contribute towards making Nigeria and Africa a true stakeholder in the modern world. He consults for several small and medium-scale businesses and startups across Imo State and southeast of Nigeria as he helps them to build sustainable growth system, improve team performance, and industry positioning. He is passionate about creating institutional change in our society through political and economic transformation. He was nominated as one of the 13 young people in Imo State to be part of the Technical Transition Committee of the Governor-elect of Imo State in 2019, where he served meritoriously under the Diaspora Subcommittee. He was later selected among the top 3 youths to make the final drafting team that put together the strategic working document for the governor. He has helped so many entrepreneurs to start their own businesses and run several mentoring networks across Nigeria to assist them in their own growth process. He's also a team lead and session host in Startup South. Is popularly known as Hector by friends. Is one of the leaders of Imo ecosystem. Is a prolific and versatile speaker as he has spoken to thousands of people in business, leadership, and mega church conferences, such as in Winners Chapel, Redeemed Christian Church, Assemblies of God, the Anglican Church of God, and many more. He is a graduate of chemistry from Imo State University. Ladies and gentlemen, daddies and mummies, with a virtual clap, I want us to welcome our amazing speaker, first speaker for the day 2 of the TWCC 2024, Mr. Ikechukwu Okena, known as Hector. Please, I want you to give a virtual clap as a welcome Mr. Ikechukwu Ikena right here. Mr. Ikechukwu Ikena, you are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. He'll be leading us on choosing the perfect mentor for personal development. For those of you that you want to understand the area of mentorship, the sector of mentorship, how you can meet or get someone to mentor you, what are the processes? Mr. Ukena is here to dissect the topic. Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you doing today? Hello,
hello,
Mr.
hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
having network issues. Okay,
oh,
can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, thank you for having me. In the next 3 minutes or 5, I'll turn on my camera.
Okay, all right, sir.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, sir. Okay, so while we're waiting for Mr. Okena to turn on his camera and join us live, I want you to prepare your mind, and if there's something you want him to tackle in the course of his delivery and presentation, kindly drop them in the comment section, because mentorship is a great stuff when it comes to building up yourself, when it comes to getting results for what you do. And if you noticed yesterday, virtually all the speakers mentioned a thing or two when it comes to mentorship. That's to tell you the power that mentorship wields when it comes to your growth. If there's something I learned yesterday too, Emmanuel Ahmed mentioned something. He said, growth is noiseless. Growth is noiseless. So it depends on who you are surrounding yourself with. Either the person is above you, beneath you, or at your level. Can this person help you or foster your getting to that destination that you've envisioned for yourself? You need to ask yourself these questions. Many of us have been doing mentorship in the wrong way. Even for those of us that call ourselves mentors to certain people, there are some things we do not know about mentorship. There are some things we need to know about mentorship. And for people that are looking up to having mentors, what are the requirements you need to see in someone before you get the person to be your mentor? What are the things you need to see? What are the things you need to expect from your mentor? Should you ask your mentor for money? Should you ask your mentor for assistance? What are the kind of questions you should be asking? This topic is very broad, and I trust that Mr. Okena is going to be giving us what we need tonight, because truth be told, he can't cover up everything when it comes to the discussion of mentorship. But I believe with what you'll be listening to in a session is going to be something very phenomenal. So get your minds ready. I'm still looking for my winner. That has gotten the whole thing done. Okay. Do I have my winner here? Please, if you know that someone has written the 5 quotes by each of our speakers yesterday, please drop the person's name in the comment section. I want to reward that person. I want to reward that person. Mention something that Emmanuel Akpe said, Chinaza Favor said, Elisha Mama said, Joseph Etim said, and Kingsley Ime. They said a lot of things. All right. So, what were those things? This is where you need to go back to your notes and get it sorted. Hi, Mr. Okena. Good to see your handsome and gorgeous face. Welcome
Thank
here,
you,
sir.
Lade. Thank you, Lade.
You're
I
welcome.
truly apologize to every one of you, for this delay. I mean, the kind of things we do, it's like James Bond living, but it's fine. So I had to rush to make up so I can, settle down and do this live. Thank
All
you for
right.
having me, and thank you for staying put.
You're welcome, sir.
To our
You have,
audience, I celebrate all of you. Okay,
you have the
it's
floor,
my
sir.
turn now. I have
Yes,
the
sir.
floor. Oh, great, great, great. So, Lade, you did a nice job trying to introduce mentorship. First of all, I want
Thank
to
you.
say that mentorship is something that is not well talked about in our climate, and it's a challenge. Many of us don't even know or have a clue about what a mentor is. And sometimes we say things that are not exactly true about mentors because we have not been mentored. Personally, my story started in life with a dream. I'm that small little young boy who had a dream and I wanted to be bigger than what I was as a young boy. I wanted something better than what my parents could offer. But then the kind of life I wanted, I mean, the only thing close to seeing it was watching movies, right? I saw some people in the movie and I said, this is the kind of life I desire. Well, of course, most of them were not Nigerian. It was just watching all those movies. And I desired this kind of life. I see people with principles. I see people getting results, go get that. I was inspired. But the thing is, how do you move from that local vicinity where you're born into to become a global person that you desire? How do you make the switch? You can't if you don't have a mentor. Because if you have not been there, it becomes even difficult or impossible to get there. But if you have not been there and you have a mentor who has been there, then it's not as difficult as you think. So how do I get there? I don't know. But God blessed me enough and helped me get someone who is a mentor. And then I saw this man show up in our space. That was in the church. And I said, this man, his excellence, his finesse, the way he speaks, his intelligence, that's the kind of life I desire. And from that moment, I began to pursue his space. And that was how I discovered that this man till today is a mentor in my life. Now, that is just a brief story about how I came across my mentors. But then there's not just one mentor. I think people should have more than one mentors. And so mentors are divided into about two broad categories. There's a general mentor and there's subject matter mentors. A general mentor is a mentor who takes you through different parts of life. Almost every aspect of life is touched. A person can be good spiritually, he's drilling you, discipline, he's there for you, mentally he's sound, marriage he's there, relationship is there, even financially he's there. I mean, there are some people that are all rounders. Those kind of people are very important. They know how to balance your life. Then outside that, you now have another mentor, which is a subject matter mentor. A subject matter mentor is a mentor who is good in one or two aspects of life. So I have a general mentor who is the man I just shared with you. Of course, this man knew me when I was a teenager, right? To be honest, the kind of maturity I attained early in life, the wisdom I have, it was basically that man. He was all around. He taught me a lot of things. I mean, let me tell you guys, till today, as a young man, I see young people do many mistakes that I learned as a teenager. There's no school that teaches you all that. I'll give you a typical example, and don't laugh, don't laugh. Do you know that if someone takes you out, you go out with someone, right? I'm not talking about dating outing now. Just normal basic outing, especially with a superior and maybe official. Do you know that you are not supposed to take anything more than the person's own, except the person asks you to? Which school are you going to land at? Like we do these mistakes, and our superiors look at us and say, "This guy is not crazy. This guy is crazy." And you don't know that it was just one outing you went with your boss. That was where you lost favor from him. You're wondering, he's not taking me out again. You can't go for an outing with him. And he's taking soda, just soft drink. And you're taking wine. Are you high? He don't say no, he has the money, he's a millionaire. No, he has to tell you to please take what you want. Even when he tells you to take what you want, please know it's a trap. It can be a trap. You gotta be wise. Some people, the first time they're stepping out with someone that is bigger than them, they're like, "Wow, what an opportunity!" Then you order everything you want. Madness. He will. It's fine. It's not no problem. He can pay for it, but he won't want to go out with you. He knows you're a glutton. You're a gluttonous person. It was a mentor that taught me this. Imagine knowing this when you're 40 or when you're 35. What a shame. But we were still teenagers, of course, in the fury of immaturity and enjoying life. And the mentor was putting in all this fire. You know what he did? At my young age, or very young age indeed, when I do things, people say, how do you know these things? I feel like, did you have a mentor? So I had to use something as trivial as that. That is what a general mentor does. He tells me one day, he said, you know, you're not supposed to shake a lady. I said, I don't know. We walk into every place, you're shaking everybody. No. Say, you don't shake your elders. I said, what am I supposed to do? He said, when you meet your elder, you greet your elder and allow the elder stretch forth his hand. Wow. We didn't know, but you see people, you just bring a hello, good afternoon. And you're like, say, no, your elder stretches hand to shake you. I said, how about ladies? He said, it doesn't matter their age. The lady should stretch forth her hand to shake you. If she doesn't, keep your hand to yourself. A lot of codes that I can tell you this man taught us. He taught us how to dress. He taught us how to sit. So when you're sitting in the public, especially your public speaker, the moment you sit down and you're wearing a jacket, please unbutton the jacket. Wow, what a class! You see, it's taking me from office work now to how to dress. Say, unbutton your suit. It's not nice that you're sitting down with your suit buttoned up. Wow, he taught us that when you're wearing a corporate wear, nobody should see your legs. So all of us that wear clothes, wear suits, and then we wear socks, that is half socks or ankle socks, wrong. Even though today I was seeing new fashion that is, trending. People wear this kind of half shoe or half cut shoe that they wear without socks and wear traditional and wear a full suit. I don't know. That's fashion now. But if you're dealing with a professional environment, learn these things. Don't wear a check shirt inside and you're wearing a check tie. Come on. Come on. Don't wear even a check, what's it called? A check suit and you're wearing a check shirt. We learned these things as young people. That's like a mentor. I don't know what it would have been like if I didn't have one head. He went as far as teaching us how to speak. He said, when you're talking, talk with confidence. He said, knowledge on fire is better than ignorance on ice. So even when you don't know what you're talking, say it with confidence. Wow. What a power. I mean, my life literally became what it is today, not by what I learned in school, but by associating with a mentor. And I kept on moving around with him, seeing how he does things. I mean, I literally just mimicked him as a young boy that was a teenager. And people say, how come you're this matured? No, because I had a mentor. So many things you're struggling with in life. You don't have any pictorial representation of the kind of life you want. That's the problem. You have it in your head. You've never seen anyone live it. When you see someone that live life with such level of finesse and excellence, it will affect your psyche. It will affect your courage, affect your composure, affect the way you speak, affect the way you carry yourself, and it will ultimately affect your results. That is what mentors do. So let me define mentor. So who exactly is a mentor? A mentor is one that has more experience than you do. A mentor is one who knows more than you do, because mentoring is basically a relationship, a learning relationship. Without learning, there's no mentorship. It's a learning relationship. There's three things people confuse: mentor, sponsor, and which other one? A mentor, sponsor, and which there's about the three of them. Okay, well, let me explain. Your mentor is not your sponsor. Many people think mentor is their sponsor. So you meet a mentor and you say, oh, he's my sponsor. You go to your mentor to collect money. No, your mentor is not your sponsor. So don't bring your family problems to your mentor. That's not his business. He has his own problems. So don't be a burden. That's why you meet people and say they are not even helping or they're not listening to me. So the first time you met your mentor, the first you start talking about was the problem you had. My mother died. My father got pregnant. Come on. That's not what you do. You come to a mentor with dreams, with possibilities, and he will expand your life. No matter how broke you are, the temptation to go ask your mentor, please deal with it. But you see, mentorship grows. So as it grows, you can get into that point where you can now ask your mentor. I mean, today I share mentorship relation that I do things for my mentor that requires money, and sometimes it pays me back, sometimes it doesn't pay me back. It doesn't matter, right? But we grew into it. I didn't know how to, even when the mentor sends for me and I didn't have transfer money as a young boy, I would try. I didn't have to open my mouth and say, sir, I need money. Because I feel this man is giving me his all. After giving me and pouring out his life into me, how come I'm going to ask him for money? And when they notice that you're someone that has value, I try to come and listen to him. Every time I appear before a mentor, I appear with a pen and a paper. Always. If you miss it, please keep your notes on your phone handy. Your mentor is talking, jot. You see, he's talking and you say, you're nodding, yes, yes, yes. After that, you forgot it. You jot. When you're jotting, it tells the mentor that you place value on his words. And when we're discussing, it could be years down the line. I say, sir, remember that thing you taught me 2 years ago? Oh God, nothing makes a mentor happier than listening to the protege using his own example to clarify an issue. Oh, come on, nothing makes you more happy. But see, someone teaches you, you forget. You come back next year and asking the same questions. So how you can retain your mentor is by proving his words worthy, by showing results in your life that are products of what he has taught you. And in conversations, always make mention of what he taught you. Use his words when you are talking with him. He will know you're indeed learning. So mentoring relationship is one you can continue to sustain. Now, I mentioned a sponsor is one who possibly takes care of you financially. Sponsor could be your uncle, could be someone that you know that just takes you and say, "Oh, I'm going to sponsor you through school. I'm going to pay your way through the training course, whatever." He's not necessarily your mentor. He can be good in mentorship and mentoring in a certain aspect of life, but please don't confuse the two. Now, another one that we confuse for mentors are role models. A role model is not your mentor. A role model is one you see and you like his results. You like the result in the person's life. So a role model becomes an inspiration. You see, many role models are not even good mentors. I'll explain. So many people that you see that have good results that you admire, some of them stumbled at that point through trial and error. And so many of them don't know how to teach others how to achieve the same thing they've achieved. That's not the case for a mentor. So a role model is one who you see that inspires you to the future you desire. Does it make sense? Okay. Now, who then is a mentor? Now, let me give you a typical example with the life of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, what triggered his life today is a man he saw. His name is Reg Park. Sometime in 1977, back in Austria, he was passing through a shop and saw through the glass a picture of a man in a wicker. Forgive me, guys. It's about raining. Thunder just struck. Okay, I hope lights come back. So he saw the man with muscles, well built. His hand was just like this, like a model. Saw this man and he was thrilled with what he saw. And he said that this is what the kind of life he wants. And he began to chase that life. So what did he make him do? He make him buy the magazine, begin to study about this man. Who is this man? He was this Olympic, the Mr. Universe, for many times in the Olympics. And what was he? He was a bodybuilder. He was, and something I said, that's what I want. Instantly, that man's picture inspired him to hit the gym. And that's where he started gymming. He didn't meet Reg Park that moment. He was not his mentor. He was his inspiration. He was his role model. Guess what? After a while, Arnold Schwarzenegger finished his gym and now registered for Mr. Olympic. Guess what? He won Mr. Olympic 7 times. 7 times. I'm not sure anybody has broken that record till today in the Olympics. What happened? A man inspired him. But beyond the man's inspiration, he had his own dreams that was beyond being Mr. Olympic. He said, I will be Mr. Olympic. I will win all the winnables. Then I will travel to America. Then I will go into acting. And when I finish acting, I will be a politician and I'll be a businessman. I will be a billionaire. Go and check it. So there's a man that has a life plan. But that man, Reg Park, was the inspiration that made him go to gym. He was hitting the gym 7 hours every day. It was an inspiration. But who is now a mentor? A mentor is one who teaches you, helps you to become that inspiration, that model that you see. Sometimes, and not even sometimes, many times, a mentor's life is not what you want. Because your mentor could be a pastor, but you want to be a lawyer. See? A mentor could be a doctor, and you want to be a politician. So what makes the difference is that he has an understanding of life, has an understanding of basic principles of living. Because let me tell you, at the end of life, all the principles are basically the same. And a mentor has a good grasp of life. You come to him, he tells you about marriage. You come to him, he tells you about dressing, tells you about speaking. He's not telling you about politics, but he tells you things and tells you what to do. You go there, you implement, and it works. Yet he's not a politician. The man we call Alexander the Great. I don't know if any of you know that he died at the age of 27. Alexander the Great. When I hear Alexander the Great before I studied him, I was like, wow, he must be a grandfather. Alexander the Great died at the age of 27. Yes. He started his campaigns in Europe, the conquest campaigns at the age of 19. He started conquering cities, conquered the great cities of Europe. And this happened before Jesus was born. Now, guess what? The person that mentored him was Aristotle. His father was a king of the land, could not even conquer the cities he conquered. His father did not dare. But this guy, at the age of 19, began conquest. He achieved what his father could not do. Very young age. Why? Aristotle was his mentor. Was Aristotle a military man? No. Was Aristotle a politician? No. But he was a man that understood life. Because, like I said, at the basic nature of life or foundation of life, all principles are one. Fundamentals of life are the same. It's the game of strategy, the game of war, the game of finance. All one principle controls life at the very foundation. And mentors understand it. The mentor to Aristotle is who? Socrates. Mentor to Socrates is who? Plato. See the chain. And this young man, his father handed him over to Aristotle. I trained him. At the age of 19, he had the confidence, the strategy, the wit, the words to conquer the greater part of Europe and Middle East. That's the power of mentors. So a mentor helps you achieve results even greater than his own. Another word we confuse for mentorship is coaching. Your coach is not your mentor. Your coach is someone who is interested in your performance. As the word goes, coaching, you see them in the field of play. So in the field, you see a coach giving instructions. It's about their performance. You score a goal, the coach is good. You win a trophy, the coach is accomplished. But that's not a mentor. A mentor gives you or bequeaths you philosophy. It's the philosophy that makes the difference. You see, at the level of life, like I said, the very basic foundation of life, it's philosophies. And once you have your philosophies well aligned, you will succeed in any field you enter. So there's something called alignment of philosophy, alignment of principles. So at the fundamental level, many of us, our lives are already wrecked because we have our philosophies misaligned. The moment you get your philosophies aligned, it's going to work in any field. You will know when you're in the wrong field. You will know when you're in the wrong business because it will not align with your philosophy. That is where life is. And mentors bequeath you with philosophy. Mentors shape your mindset so that you can create or have the right mindset of philosophy or paradigm towards the goal that you desire. But coaches are there to guide and direct when you are about to make mistakes or when you're in the field of play. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone. That is how this operates. So mentors are people who, as you grow, they become progressively unnecessary. Say it again. Mentors make themselves progressively unnecessary. Because if you're a good mentor, the proof that you're a great mentor is that who you're mentoring will not need you the more he grows. The more he grows, the less he needs you. That's an indication of a great mentor. But you see, anyone who makes sure or wants to ensure that all the time that you need him is not a mentor. He's an insecure person who needs you to validate him. Mentors are very secured in their position. A mentor does not mind that you take the front seat and he's on the back seat. A mentor does not care. Many of us don't know the people that trained Mike Tyson. We don't know that trained all these great footballers. Do any of you know the person that trained what's his name? Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, LeBron James, and all these names? No. A mentor does not care about spotlight. But you that need the spotlight, because of the art or field that you chose, a mentor is happy to help. A mentor is happy to be there for you until you achieve it. And the mentor only takes joy in the fact that you have achieved it. But you could take the joy that the media is carrying all your news everywhere. That's not what mentors are about. So that's why a mentor must be very secure. Any mentor you have that is not secure, no, it's not a good mentor because he will hamper your success. And I can go ahead and give you a list of people who had mentors. Mother Teresa, we know today, has a mentor. Or the man who told her, you can have your own order. Yes, that she was a person that told her, you are doing great work, you can have your own order. And she went ahead to write the letter and guided her to start her own order. I think that was within the Catholic Church. He was a mentor. There's a man we know, all of us know Steve Jobs. Do you know Steve Jobs has a mentor? A man called Bill Campbell. Bill Campbell taught Steve Jobs most of the things he knew. And Steve Jobs went on to become the superstar. But none of you know Bill Campbell. A man that we also celebrate in the world called Nelson Mandela. All of us know Nelson Mandela, we sing his praises, but do you know that was a man that was behind him? Taught him that you can achieve this. You can be the great man you want without fight and be the great man that everyone will celebrate. No wonder Nelson Mandela came out of prison and said, I forgive all of you. You incarcerated me for 27 years. It has to be a man that has worked on his psyche, his paradigm, his philosophy. They are well aligned, that he knew that any suffering in life is not put on us by others. It is what we think here. It was a mentor called Walter Sisulu that helped Nelson Mandela become who he was. Every great man you can mention, I will tell you, has a mentor. Richard Branson had a mentor. Freddie Laker, that's his name. Taught him how he could run his company, and Virgin Atlantic became a competitor to a whole British Airways. That's a mentor. So I can go on and show you. Imagine a woman like Oprah Winfrey. We celebrate Oprah Winfrey. How many of you knew that Maya Angelou was her mentor? Every man that you see doing well and you love the result, especially when the result is coming very fast and you're like, I love this result. Listen, it's a mentor that do it. Like before I let you come in, now watch this. Mentorship is the shortcut to success. People ask, success have no shortcut. No, I found that success have a shortcut, and the name of the shortcut is mentorship. Because a mentor experiments life for 30 years and then he's 60, and you're a young person at 20 and you come to meet him. He compresses a 30-year experience and brings it back to you. You know what? All the mistakes he made that helped him achieve his results in 30 years, you're not going to make them. And he tells you, no, don't make this mistake. Don't make this mistake. And I thank God for mentors that have made terrible mistakes in my life. I had a vision. And if you don't have a vision, of course, maybe you don't need a mentor. That's where you start from. So people say, how do I get a mentor? Get a vision first. If you don't have a vision, follow a mentor that teaches a vision. You see, anything you want, you can get a mentor for it. Like I said, subject matter mentorship, general mentors. Start from any one of them. But it is very important that you have a mentor. Mentor cuts short your time for success. It compress time for you and bring time forward. And what you should have achieved in 10 years, you can achieve in 3 years. A mentor does not take away the process for you. No. Rather, he makes the same process simple but not easy. Please follow my words very carefully. The process, he makes it simple, not easy. What's the difference between simple and easy? Easy is A, B, C, right? It might not be A, B, C. It could be A, B, C to Z. And saying it is difficult. But you know what? It is easy. It is simple because you have been accustomed to say it. You've been accustomed to do it. If you say 1, 2, 3 to 100 and give it to a 2-year-old, he will struggle to recite it 1 to 100. If they give it, say, wow, that's simple. You know the difference? You have grown. Your capacity have been stretched. That's why it's simple to you. So don't ask for things to be easy by taking away the process. No, you're gonna learn the process. But then when you master the process, it becomes simple. Because simplicity means you understand from point A to point B, from point B to point Z. He won't take away that process. He will not go those ways for you. He will make sure you go through those ways, but he will tell you where they will lead to. And you know, one good thing about life is this: if you know where you're going to, no matter how long it takes, you are hopeful. Many of the confusion we have today around young people is because they don't understand. We are doing trial and error, so we don't know what we do. So many people just jabba. Now this I'm doing now is not working. Make I jabba. My mentor warned I almost fell for that. I said, "No, what mentor? I think I want to just go and study and then come back." He just called me again. You shared with me your vision. He reminded me the vision. He said, "Kena, if you go abroad and do this thing, you think you come back in 2 years?" He said, "No, you will not come back in 2 years." He analyzed it for me. I never could have seen this. Imagine if I took that mistake. Most of my friends, of course, left because of what they are pursuing, and I would have jumped into that train. Tell me no, stay back. The vision is valid. It's a work. It's the confidence that we have, even in the hard moment. The mentors reassure us, say, no, you are doing the right thing. That gives us the energy and strength to continue. All right, sign out. Thank you, Labi. Appreciate it.
Wow, 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 wow. Well, I very much happy that anytime you are talking, you are not just talking based on what is read from books. You are sharing practical stuff that is relatable, that everybody can actually relate to. That, oh, this person, how was this person able to do this? Then you connect the dots together. Most of the names you mentioned, I know many people in the comment section are not even aware of the names that you mentioned, but today they are hearing it, and in them they've already gotten that assurance that, oh, there is hope for me, and they want to do more in their endeavors. Please, Mr. Ake, now don't leave yet. I've got some few questions for you from the comment section. I'll ask one from the comment section and I'll ask the other. Please, Mr. Ake, now you can still come back right here because I'll be bringing another panelist to join us. So we'll be three here while I ask both of you a question. So who am I bringing up next? I'm bringing an amazing man, soft spoken, but is very, very loaded. He's got results. Okay? He's got results and is very, very confident too. I assure you that. I assure you. So, who is our next panelist that I'm bringing up? He is a serial entrepreneur, a coach and mentor, the CEO and founder of Dago Groups of Companies, specializing in e-commerce and digital marketing. His vision as a leader has propelled his ventures to new heights. Dago Africa, which is mother company of all subsidiaries under his guidance, has established its footprint across 7 African countries, and their diversified portfolio includes Dago Fitness Limited, Dago Herbal Limited, Dago Express, Glodag Limited, and Waterview. Beyond this, he is a mentor and a speaker, and he has passion for sharing knowledge, which has transformed him to being a coach and a guide to aspiring entrepreneurs and students to become 7 and 8 figure earners in the dynamic realm of e-commerce. His commitment is to nurture talent and empower others under his broader mission of contributing to the growth and success of the industry in our dear continent. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to bring on stage to your screen right now, Mr. Mohammed Adamu. Mr. Mohammed Adamu, please, you're welcome. I want you to give me your virtual claps. Give me your virtual claps as I bring Mr. Mohammed Adamu here. Okay, while he's coming, he will join us right now. I want you to understand something from what Hector shared, especially with regards to mentorship. I wish Hector was still here because there are some questions I could see from the comment section that I want him to shed more light to. Mentorship is very, very beautiful. Oh, beautiful. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. So let me just throw the question to you. Let me start with the first question. There are many people that they look at themselves and they ask, have I gotten to the stage where I could be referred to as a mentor? Do I have what it takes, or am I qualified to even become another person's mentor? What are the things that will become visible in me and on me that I can tell, oh, at this point, I can be a mentor to another person? Can you shed light to that, sir?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. You're audible.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, awesome. Sorry. Yes, you said, how can I know when you are up to being a mentor to another person? Is that correct?
Sure.
Okay, so mentorship comes with some level of results as well. Do you have results to prove yourself? It starts by that level, that result. And the result I'm talking about here is not just about having money or having cars and all that. No, do you have a life that someone desires to have? If you don't and you can't answer it, don't go yet. Secondly, you see, one thing about mentors is mentors don't choose mentees, mentees choose mentors. You don't go around saying, I'm a mentor, I'm a mentor. Come and let me mentor you. Except you're a professional mentor, you're doing marketing. Like some of us, we charge money for mentorship these days, and of course, we have our free mentorship platforms and we have our professional mentorship platforms, right? There are people that I mentor as younger ones. I've taken up like every year. I have this number of persons I take. This people cannot afford paying my services. I do that regularly, so I do that even in my space. I have a community around free mentorship, but then I have a professional one. But that starts by people seeing you and say, I like this person. It could be a part of your life they like. It doesn't have to be all, but there's something about you someone like, and you see people coming to ask for help in that aspect. Then you can tell yourself, oh, because sometimes even mentors are so humble that they don't even recognize what they have many of the times, right? So,
True,
but when
true,
people
true.
keep coming to you and saying there's something about you I see and I like and I need help in this area, then you could take stock about in your life and know that you could have mastered a part of life that people need. And then you can say, oh, I'm a mentor in this. So how do you know that? You don't just wake up and say I'm a mentor. People make you know that you're a mentor because number one, they see results or aspects of your life that they love, and they gravitate towards you seeking for mentorship in that aspect or those aspects of life. Then you can say, okay, that's good, I think I can do this. But beyond the fact that this is a natural thing that happens when you start generating results, it is also important that you pay attention to now refine yourself, right? Don't just be local. You can refine yourself. So get books on mentorship, get books on leadership, how you can now be able to package your message and convey it well to these people. If not, our some of our fathers in the village, our grandfather, they are good mentors.
Very
Those people that you go meet, they be sharing wisdom, and you're like, wow, this man is full of wisdom. But what they didn't have could be the articulacy, the way to articulate those wisdom together. But you, that is a lettered person, you're able to take courses or books on mentorship, on leadership, that will help you, give you guide to package the same thing. So because people are not articulate, what they should have shared in 1 hour, it will take them 10 hours. So what they should have shared in 1 month or 1 year, they will share it in 5 years because they don't know how to articulate their message. So that's a good thing to refine your message for it to become very profitable. Thank you.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for that. I have one more question for you, but before that, you're welcome, Mr. Mohammed. How are you doing today? Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm back now. Good
You're
afternoon.
welcome.
Good
You're
evening,
welcome.
Sir Hector. Good evening, sir. Been a long time, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Good
Good
evening,
to
sir.
see you, my brother.
How is it, sir?
Yeah, everything is fine here. We're good. It's good to be
Thank you,
here
sir.
with you.
Great having you here, sir.
We are learning already. I have a full notes. Sir.
Of course, of course,
Thank you.
of
Thank
course.
you for the amazing section, sir.
Thank
How
you,
is Dago
Mohammed.
Global, Mr. Mohammed? How is Dago
Sorry?
Global? How is Dago Global?
We are doing well. Dago is there.
That's good. That's
Dago
good.
is
It's
happy.
visible. I can see the freshness. Everything is just loaded.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You're
Buddy.
welcome.
Thank
Okay,
you.
a quick question before I move to Mr. Ikenna. You have to tell us the aspect of e-commerce, how we can get and attract customers for our e-commerce business. But I want to still ask, is e-commerce still profitable in our present world? Is it still profitable, sir?
Very well. E-commerce has actually brought me where I am today. So
Mm,
I'm actually an evidence if it's profitable or not.
mm.
So I don't really need to go deep
I
myself
want you
as
to go
one.
deep. I want you to go deep, sir, so that deep can fall onto deep.
Okay. E-commerce is profitable yesterday, it's profitable
Okay.
today, and will continue to be profitable tomorrow and the futures to come.
Mm.
There will never be a time where e-commerce will not be profitable, only if you don't know the how of doing it the right way. But e-commerce will continue to be profitable. E-commerce is one of
Okay.
those businesses that can actually bring people from nothing, from grass to grace. It's one of the easiest way to go from grass to grace.
Mm.
and I'm a testament of that statement of grass to grace through e-commerce. And the one good part about e-commerce is that every other person can do it. You must not be intelligent, you must not be smart. You just need to get the right person. Like our mentor has said, Sir Hector, you just need the right person who has passed through this road before to hold you by your hand, and it becomes easy for you to climb through the ladder to the top. But e-commerce will continue to be profitable. There's no doubt about that.
Okay. Okay, if you were to tell someone that is a youth corper, and this person is already out of school, a fresher, a youth corper, this person is trying to navigate life. How can you explain to this person how they can venture into the business of e-commerce? What are the things, maybe 5 steps, 7 steps that they need to do or have or possess before they can start the business of e-commerce?
Um, yeah, for somebody who just finished NYC, I believe that person has some savings, because e-commerce is not just business you just come in without money, right?
Okay.
We come through that route back then, but not really now. So you need some
Mm,
little capital to get yourself the gadgets that are needed for you to execute trainings from the business. There are a lot of steps which I will outline when it comes to my turn, that you need to take before venturing into e-commerce. And there are things that e-commerce, there are opportunities e-commerce give you that you cannot find in other industry, in other businesses. E-commerce is a business on its own, right? E-commerce is a business. We are just using the internet, and then the advantage of reaching a larger audience compared to having a normal shop. Somebody who have a shop in Otako here, you hardly see 100 to 200 people who visit your shop a day. But with e-commerce, I have opportunity of reaching out to over thousands, millions of people in a day if I have the capital to reach out.
mm.
So first thing first is finance. You need at least a little money to start up. It's not a business you just come in. Okay, I had e-commerce is profitable. I'm NYC. I don't know. I don't have something I'm doing, and how can I? You just need capital to get gadgets, because you cannot do e-commerce without computer. It's not possible. You need computer, and then you need a good internet connection. So
Okay,
just these
okay.
are just basics you need. Yeah.
Okay, I see from what you're saying, you have a lot to share with us, but that is when you come in with your session, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, good, good. So just permit me to ask Mr. Kina this question so that we can excuse him and you can have the floor to yourself. Okay, Mr. Kina, I've seen this as a trend where, yes, it's good to have mentors. We get to a point where the mentees, probably due to speed, due to some added knowledge, they tend to get some results faster and better than this particular mentor. How can they still maintain that relationship with this said mentor? Should it be that, or they should turn the mentor to become a colleague, or how should they now begin to see this mentor? How should they relate? Don't forget that some of these mentors at the time, because you mentioned something when you're speaking, that mentors are secured. You mentioned that. So it gets to a point where some of these mentors get threatened by the result of the mentees. How should this mentee handle the situation? Yes, sir.
This is a very brilliant question, you know,
Thank you.
because it happens. What you just
Mm,
say happens. Now, it befalls on the mentee to manage the situation. And let
mm,
me tell you, the goal of mentorship is for the mentee to be greater than the mentor. So if a
mm,
mentee gets proud in the process, it means the mentee never really believed in the beginning.
mm,
Because in the beginning, it's obvious to the mentor that this guy will be greater than me.
mm,
Whatever he has at 70 or at 50, he's sharing with you. You are still at
mm.
20 or 25. He sees you. He knows that I'm giving this guy this wisdom. If you use this wisdom that I've gathered right now,
Oh, my network. Okay. You can go ahead, sir.
Can you
Yeah,
hear
man.
me?
Yes, yes, you're
Okay,
audible.
thank you. It's a call. Okay, it's a call. I'll take it after here. So, what the mentee should be, have the wisdom to know that this thing will happen. First, please, as you begin to grow, because you can have a mentor who, even like what we do, doing public speaking, right? A mentee comes and you're sharing stage that he never even dreamt of your mentor, but yourself as a mentee, you are going high, right? Yeah, if you don't know, he also looks back and say, "Wow, this could have been me." That is human factor. It could
Mm,
have been
mm,
me. But the joy that he would have is that despite what you are, that you could call him right there in the stage where the whole world is watching you and still say that I could only be what I am because of this man somewhere in the village. Please appreciate
mm,
him. That single statement is enough to make a man say, "Oh, thank God I did not waste my effort." And let me tell you, this wisdom can also eliminate that competition. It will eliminate that or, insecurity, because he knows that whatever height you climb, you will honor him. So the word here is honor. Make up your mind from day one to honor your mentor. And let me tell you what honor is. Honor is an intentional gift. You can even honor someone that does not deserve it. How
mm,
much more one who has invested in you, especially when you were nothing? So before you forget and say, now the whole world is calling me, you are the star of the world. Don't forget that you were nothing before, and one person picked you up and say, I will help you when nobody wanted you. If you forget those moments, then you are an ingrate. You are suffering from
mm,
ingratitude. And they are the moments you should never ever forget. If you don't have anything to honor about him, no matter what, listen, even when he slides you at the back, please go back and honor those days and honor those moments that he gave you ladder to climb when nobody believed in you, that he believed in you enough and say, come on, my boy, I'll show you the way. Honor those moments. Don't forget it. I'm talking to you from first-hand experiences I've had. He stay with you. Even if he loses his temper on you, you are the one to have the wisdom and say, you know what? I still honor that I was nobody. And when no one took interest in me, you did. Honor it till you die. Do the best you can to keep showing him that honor. If you have to bring offering, in the church sector, we call it offering, right? And Mohammed says, you don't know about that part. It's called offering. You can't honor your mentor, your father in the Lord, right? You drop offering or tithe. That's what we do in the church circle. But outside that, do things that proves honor, and let your mentor look at you and say, I am pleased with you. In fact, let me share
mm.
this with you. Most of you know my mentor, right? He's also going to be
Sure.
here soon. Right? Do you know the first ever masterclass I did? The first ever. I will make the profit of, guess you can guess, just less than 100,000. I was so thrilled. So people can pay to come and listen to me. Some years ago, I was like, so people can pay to come and listen to me. I didn't know people can pay to come and listen to me. I took the entire profit. I went to him. I said, sir, this is called first fruits. It is too small. I just want to say the first thing that we ever had. Thank you for ever being there for me. He laughed. He gave me money. I said, please, you cannot reject it. Just take it. There's certain things you need to prove honor. Take wine to your mentors. Be the first to. Don't let people tell you now you are getting married and now your mentor is hearing from another person.
Mm,
No. No, no, that's total dishonor. No matter how busy you are, always call him and acknowledge him when you are climbing your ladders of success. Tell him, sir, even if you are not seeing him for a long time, just let him know, sir. Do you know that I'm doing this interview, I'm getting this promotion? I just want to say thank you for those days. Keep mentioning those days. The man will be proud of you. That's how to keep yourself in check.
wow. Wow. These are really, really deep stuffs. Thank you so much, Mr. Ikena, for
Thank
sharing
you.
them with us.
It's
We
my
sincerely
pleasure.
appreciate you. And
It's my
on
pleasure.
behalf of UWCC 2024, we say a big, big thank you to you. Rosemary Choma Obi says, thank you. Every one of us says, thank you. Please, in the comment section, say a big thank you to Mr. Ikena for those words of knowledge and those value. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye for now, sir. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. I appreciate you for having me. Thank you,
You're
Ladi.
welcome.
Thank you,
You're
Mohammed.
welcome.
God bless
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, boss. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Okay, Mr. Mohammed, now we have you. You
my
have the
my
floor.
spo- my sponsor. Good,
I very good.
Good evening. My hands are up. I greet you
Okay,
officially,
I've
sir.
mentioned everything already.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having
You're
me.
welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. You have the floor. You have
Yeah.
the floor.
The special appreciation to Rosemary for putting these wonderful speakers, amazing people, our mentors together. And to me, I would regard this as a privilege to be part of my mentors, right? Being part of mentors in a program like this is a privilege to me, and I sincerely appreciate it. Right. So, without wasting much of our time, because I feel I can see like hold on, what's going on here? Okay. So, like I said, I'm talking about. I'll be taking us on an overview of e-commerce generally, right? What is e-commerce and how can one venture into e-commerce? What are the steps to take before going into e-commerce? And then some areas that things you just need to put in place before you go into e-commerce. And what are the advantage, opportunities you can find in e-commerce, and you can build a multi-million dollar or a multi-billion dollar corporation in e-commerce business. That's because that's our own goal and that's what we are building. So um, let's start first thing first. What is e-commerce? Because a lot of person might be asking, what is even this e-commerce? I've seen that question thousands and one times. What is this e-commerce thing you are doing yourself? Tell us about it. Now, e-commerce in a simple time is an electronic commerce, normal commerce, right? Buying and selling. The way Igbo guys do in Alaba International Market, in Onitsha Market, and other places is the same commerce. But the differences between ours and what they are doing is the E. We do our own on the internet and they do their own on a physical shop. Right? So in our own e-commerce, you don't need a shop to operate. But a typical business person in an Alaba market or Onitsha market, in Dumuta, you need a shop to function. These are the things, these are barriers, and these are the advantages that comes with e-commerce. You don't really need a shop, and you don't really need government license before you start operating. So in simple time, e-commerce is the internet trading of the commerce. It's simple buying and selling of physical products through the internet, right? So generally, for you to make money in life, right? For you to make money, there are two things you must do. One, it's either you are selling a product or you are providing a service. There is no great person you know in life today that is not doing this too. You must either do one of them. Either you are providing service and get paid in return, or you are selling products and get paid in return. Both of us are providing value. And what the same money is just a tool. Money is not the main thing, but it's used as a tool in exchange for value. So in e-commerce, the value you give is the product you are giving to the other party. And then what they give you back now is the value of your product, which paying you. And so you providing value to them through your product and you are getting paid. In return, you are making money, right? So in the e-commerce perspective, these two, right? If you take your e-commerce business seriously, you can be making money in these two aspects of life, selling products and providing service, because e-commerce give you numerous opportunity for you to have skill. E-commerce itself is not a skill, it's a business, but there are skills that build up e-commerce, right? So there's one thing my mentor told me last year, that there is no great person. A lot of persons, because why I'm diving into this is that people will start thinking this is business. I'm not good at business. I am a timid person. I'm shy. I don't know how to talk to people. These things are not in e-commerce generally. But I also want to inform you that for you to be a great person, you must be a salesperson. There's no two way around it. Every great man you know today must be a salesperson. Everything you use today in your own house was as a result of salesperson. The watch I'm wearing now was as a result of salesperson. The glass, the clothes, the brush, even the toothpaste. These are products of other brands that were marketed to you through a salesperson. So you must admit, right? You must admit to be a salesperson. If not, just forget about making it in life. right? So e-commerce have a lot of advantage compared to having a physical. You know, when you have a physical store right now, you will need to talk to people to come to you before they buy from you or before you sell to them. That's physically communication, physical contact. But these things are not in e-commerce. I can sit down, like right now, if I show you my dashboard, the orders we've generated today is over 5 million naira orders, right? And I've not spoken to any of this person. So e-commerce gives you that advantage of being a salesperson without communicating it in word but in written. So you must accept to be a salesperson. Now these are barriers. Now, e-commerce is the only business that is predictable. Today, I can predict how this month should end for me. That it doesn't happen in other businesses. If you are providing service of a certain kind, if I'm a copywriter, I cannot predict how much I should make this month. I might possibly predict, but achieving that sometimes might be difficult. If I'm a crypto trader, I can predict to make $1,000 this month, but there is no assurance of making it happen. Even if you have a blueprint, you have a roadmap of getting this achieved. But it's all in e-commerce that you can predict, okay, this month I want to do 5 million naira in net profit. Now you put in your strategies in place and you fire down your ad. I assure you that will possible. And it is all in e-commerce that you have this opportunity of building a generational empire, not just business of buying and selling, but building an empire. And why did I say this? You look for every industry you are going to, you look at people that have been in that industry. How many people have made it in that industry? Right? What is the future of this industry? Everything absolutely is turning to e-commerce right now. Everybody is now trying to sell online. If you are selling online, right? If you are selling online right now, I want to inform you that you are into e-commerce already, but you don't just know how to do it the right way. But if you post on your WhatsApp status for people to buy, you're already in the business of e-commerce. That's all what e-commerce is all about. So with e-commerce, you have opportunity of building empire and then become that life you wish to. Begin to live that life you wish to, because when you are doing e-commerce, making millions, right, is predictable, is achievable when you have the proven strategies in place, right? Because you are not the first. There are thousands and thousands of persons who has passed through the process you passed through and achieve the kind of result you wish to achieve. Like our mentor earlier said, Mr. Hector, he was saying something about for you to find a mentor, you look for somebody who has passed through the route you want to pass through, like somebody who is living the kind of life you want to live. So in e-commerce, there are people like that. If you check the history, look at one of the richest person. If you check list of richest people today, there are about 3 e-commerce owners in those lists. So what that tells you is that this business has a future and you can build it. Right? So there are so many opportunities in the e-commerce businesses. And like I said earlier, e-commerce gives you opportunities to learn different skills, to acquire different skills. While you are learning, you are making money. And then in the process, you are learning. So I'm going to highlight those skills that e-commerce gives you opportunity to learn, right? Become expert in them, and also provide it as service while you're also doing your business at the same time. And this is why I said earlier that e-commerce gives you opportunity to sell product and also provide service to people. Sorry, I know. Are we with me? let me not be talking to myself all along. Is somebody here? Comments? Okay. Right. So e-commerce gives you the opportunity of learning and also making money through it. Right. So in e-commerce, you don't really need shop, office to start operating. What you need is just the skill, your gadget, that's your tool, and the internet connection. Right? Even with little money, as little as 50K, you can start drop shipping. You must not start the normal e-commerce of buying products and selling. You can start as a drop shipper. What you do is look for a problem and then get the product as a solution, right? You identify a problem in the market. Let's say blow vision, people who don't really see clearly both daytime and night, they have a blood vision. That's a problem already, right? All you have to do now is to look for a solution to this problem. What's the solution? Look for a product that actually cure blood vision. This is now the solution. And then when you offer this to the person who is having this problem, it means you provide value through your product, and this person will be happily paying you back money in return. I'm praying for you. It's only in e-commerce that you get that. You are making money and also getting grace from people. People will pray for you, right? So I'm going to get to that area too, where we'll talk about the kind of product not to sell and things you should not do in the business, so you don't damage your reputation and then affect your future. If you are in to build a reputable business, if you are in to build a brand, if you are in to build an empire, then there are certain things you should not do. You should not come in just in the name of money, because people are making money in the business. You are coming in to make money. You should come in with a mindset of providing value, right? And then when this value is being provided, well, you get paid in return. So I'm going to highlight some of the opportunities e-commerce give you as a person or as someone who has interest in coming to e-commerce business. Some of the things you have opportunity to learn, some of the skill that you get to acquire through e-commerce. Only in e-commerce that you get to acquire about 10 good skills as a person. 10 good skills. And I'm going to highlight them one by one. And these skills are what form e-commerce. E-commerce itself, like I said earlier, it's a business, not a skill. So if you ask somebody what's your skill, and he said e-commerce, it means the person doesn't really know what he's doing, right? So let's go in the opportunities that come with e-commerce. Number one, e-commerce makes you, right, to become a salesperson, because in e-commerce you must sell, you must provide value, you must become a sales agent, because that's the only way to sell your product, right? So if you're an e-commerce, becoming a salesperson is not an option, it's a must. If you must do e-commerce, it's a must for you to become a salesperson. And now you know what it means to become a salesperson. You have to closing of clients. You have to persuade these people by words, right? You have to persuade these guys by word, because when people order your product, you need to call them. And then when you call, these people have objections, these people have questions, they need you to convince them. They need to see value in what you are trying to provide for them. So it's only when you are a salesperson that you're able to communicate the value in your product. You're able to sell this product with urgency and scarcity. You're able to answer their objections and also do a lot of other things. It's only when you're a salesperson that you can do this, right? Number two opportunity e-commerce offer you as a person is graphic design. You must understand how to design graphic if you're an e-commerce, unless you're not ready to do it. So e-commerce give you the opportunity of learning how to design graphics, because these are what you are going to use to promote your product. Your word in picture, right? You're going to communicate your word in graphics, so people will see that this is you passing message in graphic to your client right now, in graphics to your audience, in graphic to your prospects. So you must learn how to design graphics in e-commerce. So whoever that is taking you on e-commerce should also teach you how to design graphics, or should also recommend courses for you that will guide you on how to get graphic done, because you are going to use this in running your advert. Number three is website design. It's a must. It's not an option. All these I'm saying are not option in e-commerce. You must know how to design sites yourself. And this thing is the basic. It's not the complicated part. It's not the comprehensive, but the basics. You need to understand basic of website design, because this is where you are going to communicate your words in written, in a text, right? Design them. There's a difference between web design and copywriting, so we are going to get into that, right? But designing of site, where to place your copy, where to place your graphics, where to place your video, where to put your calls to actions, where you are going to communicate your offers, your forms. These things that you are designing on the side, e-commerce give you the opportunity to design, to learn how to do these designs. It's a must, not an option at all. All right. The number 14 that e-commerce offer you as a person, the opportunity e-commerce offer is a copywriter, communicating your word in text, persuading people to buy in text, in a norm, closing a sale through words, physical word communication, right? That's what guarantees you as a salesperson. But this one now is communicating this word, persuading them to buy through your text, your writing. So e-commerce offer you that opportunity of selling to people through text. You must understand how to write copy. You must understand how to get angles of what people are suffering from. Because first thing first, you have to identify a problem and get a solution to it. Now, this solution, you cannot just come and say, okay, this is what I have for you. Thousands and thousands of other people have provided the same solution to this problem. And nothing seems to be working. They were giving guarantee and nothing works out. So how is yours different now from what they've used before now? Some other offers, another product they've used before now has to be in written. So when they get to site, they read and then get convinced and buy your product or buy your offer, right? So e-commerce is not like I said earlier, it's not like a shop that when people come in, they communicate with you what they need, then you have to now persuade them. Some of them say, I don't need this. In e-commerce, it has to be a word in written. You write them on your site, right? Then you draft traffic for any source at all you are sending traffic from. They come to this site even at 3 a.m. That's the opportunity of e-commerce. A shop you open in the morning, right? Maybe by 8, and by 5, 6 you've closed for the day. But in e-commerce, our shops are open 247. 247, I mean 247. Some days woke up to see like 20, 50 orders from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. I was asleep, but my copy, my word in written is doing the job for me, right? So e-commerce give you opportunity to learn copywriting. Number 5, e-commerce give you opportunity of video editing. You must learn how to edit videos because you must communicate your product stylishly to this audience in words, maybe by doing videos yourself and talking about the product, or getting these videos from a Shopify stores, from YouTube, from Facebook, and then edit it to align with your audience. So e-commerce gives you that opportunity of video editing. So I've listed 5 opportunities already. Tell me one industry that can guarantee you, right, to learn all this while still making money, having these skills. Show me one industry that have this opportunity of giving you skills, different kind of skills. Number 6, marketing. Digital marketing, sorry. Digital marketing. Now, e-commerce give you opportunity to learn Facebook ads. E-commerce give you opportunity to learn Instagram ad. E-commerce give you opportunity to learn Google and YouTube ad. E-commerce give you opportunity to learn TikTok and Twitter ad. E-commerce give you opportunity to learn SEO, search engine optimization. These are numerous opportunities, numerous skills that you will learn while doing e-commerce. It's a must because this is what really forms e-commerce itself. There is no way you can do one and leave other. None of these I've mentioned is an option. But the good opportunity, the opportunity about it, the good part of it is that you must not be an expert in all I've listed. Understanding the basic, right, can take you from making 20,000 naira monthly salary to start doing 2 million naira in profit, 5 million naira in profit monthly. And these are things that when you put in your mind, within the space of 1 month, you are guaranteed to start getting results. The good part is that all these skills that I've mentioned now, you can offer them as service to others. Even if you are not using it for yourself, maybe you don't have money to do the business yourself, you can offer these skills as a service and get money in return. Maybe when you don't have money, I will tell you guys a story of how I start my e-commerce as well. If time permits us, I'm going to tell you a story how I started with zero capital, and it's just through providing service of what I learned, and then able to able to build up capital and start my own e-commerce business. So I was on digital marketing. Number 7, e-commerce give you the opportunity of becoming a researcher, right? You must research when you are in the e-commerce business. You must study your competitors. You must study your clients, your customers, right? You must understand your product, and all these are not just done by mere um, searching. You must go in on the internet to search what are your competitors doing. What are your clients? What do your clients want? These things give you opportunity of becoming a researcher. Then identifying problem on its own. It involves researching, because you cannot just sit down and then identify. Now, the first problem I mentioned earlier was blur vision as a subject here. Now, if I want to know about blur vision, I cannot just because people suffer from blur vision, I want to now sell product to them. I must understand what is blur vision on its own. What are the categories of blur vision? At what age do people get affected with blur vision? All right. What are the other alternatives of blur vision? What do people who are suffering from blur vision, what are they saying? This is research process. Now, once you are done with this phase, you now go to the next phase, which is getting a product that will solve this problem. Do you understand? You now need to get a product that will solve this problem. And it does not end there. When you get the product, you now have to go again and find out who are your competitors. Who are the people who are already selling these products to my prospect, to my audience? What do my audience have to say about other products they've tried before? So you can use this as objections, right, to sell your own market. So e-commerce give you opportunity of becoming a researcher, right? Then number 8, accounting. You must do 1 + 1 + 2 - 2 + 3, because you must account for everything. How much is going to cost you to buy 10 pieces of product from China, 10 pieces of product from Nigeria? What is it going to cost you to ship this product to your expert to different states, right? How much is it going to cost you to run your ad? How much is it going to cost you for airtime? How much is it going to cost you for delivery agents who are going to deliver these products to your customers after this orders comes in? Right? How much is your profit at the end of the day? You must put in all these together before you start selling in the first place. So you must understand accounting, and at the end of the day, you also have to do accounting. How much sales, how much revenue did we generated this month? What are the expenditure? What are the expenses that we incurred during the process of the month? Now, what is our profit? This is the process of account. This is what accounting is all about. You cost of products, the cost of delivery, the cost of airtime that you use in doing conversation with clients, like closing them on phone, the cost of hosting your site, the cost of getting your site, the cost of your internet data, the cost of your ad expenses, the cost of getting your creative done if you are not the one doing it yourself. And all these are what forms accounting, right? Accounting is all about margin stocks, expenses, and your profits. What's your revenue, what's your expenses, and what is the net profit, your gross profit. So e-commerce give you opportunity to do that. It's a must. You don't have option about it, right? Then management. E-commerce give you that leadership quality. You must learn to manage people, because e-commerce give opportunity to meet numerous of people, right? In your office, maybe in your team, like us right now, we have a team of over 40 people. I must manage them, right? It's a must for me to have a leadership quality in managing these people. You know what it means to manage 40 people? That's only me for now. I mean, that is me because I've grown. Now, even you that is starting, Now you have agents across. Currently, we have over 45 agents that work with us in Nigeria. Only agents that deliver our product, about 45 of them. Now, you will need to have management quality to manage these people. Some of them are be arrogant, some of them have pride, some of them are not polite enough, some of them, you just need to have a management quality. You need to have a leadership quality for you to be able to manage these people. So e-commerce give you opportunity of learning leadership too and management. Then the last but not the least, that is the 10th one. Now, e-commerce give you opportunity. It's not, this one is not a skill, but an added advantage. E-commerce give opportunity to do transactions outside Nigeria, like importing item from China. It's not everyone that can do that. But when you're an e-commerce, you get the opportunity to learn how to import things from China to Nigeria, from China to South Africa, from China to Kenya, from everywhere of the world, every part of the world. Currently, we exist in over 15 African countries where we operate our businesses. Why? It's only in e-commerce that you have that opportunity, and we import. It's only some few countries that we are not able to send product to right now. But I assure you that we can send product to over 10 of these countries from China direct to these countries. So it's only in e-commerce that you have that opportunity of learning importation, and then mini importation. You must not have a rich sum of money before importing. 10,000 you are importing already. 5,000 naira you are importing. Are we here? Oh, I'm to round up in 5 minutes. Whoa, voila. Oh my God. Let me see if I can round up. Wow. Okay. Now, let me just tell us a few story of how I started my e-commerce business. But I don't know, Mr. Paul. I really don't know if 5 minutes is enough for me to round up. I really don't know, because I still have, this is like one out of the five areas I need to talk about. This is us talking about skills first. We've not gone to how you should start. We've not gone to what you needed to start, and then some person have started and failed. I don't need to write that too, right? Just send a message. Okay, round up in 10 minutes. No problem. Thank you. Let me try and see. So, how did I start my e-commerce business? Back in 2019, I'm a nursing officer by profession, a dental nurse actually. I studied dental nurse, but today I don't practice, right? I practice e-commerce to the core. That's where I live, that's where I dive in. So when we finished school, I was in Abuja here struggling for life, and then I heard about importation from Brekete family, and then the cost they were asking for. That's to tell you what e-commerce can do for you. I have grown from 2019. I could not afford to pay 10,000 naira for the training in 2019. This thing I'm telling you now this make it next month make it 5 years, right? Next month make it 5 years. 2019 May, I will remember when I heard about the training in Brekete family, but I could not afford to pay them 10,000 naira, 10,000. In the space of 5 years, I now have over 40 staff operating in my business across African countries. Isn't that amazing? It's all in e-commerce that you can come from grass to grace. It doesn't happen anywhere. We've done over 1 billion in revenue since when I started this business. 1 billion naira in revenue. It's all in e-commerce. Right? So I could not afford to pay for the training. I was having 2.5, and then I was looking for 7.5 from friends. So I called one of my friends. His name is Ali. I said, please, Ali, I need a loan of 7.5 because I had a training in Brekete family I want to attend. The guy said he doesn't have much. All he had with him was 2.5. I said, well, send the 2.5 for me. I can at least do that and get 2.5 from other people. So when he sent the 2.5 to me, I could not get other money from other person. So I was just there. I began to do my research, and I saw a training of a lady talking about mini importation. So I jumped in, and it was free actually. They did their, you know how these people do free webinar on importation. A lot of persons who have tried it might understand. So they said for us to do the main class, that's the master class, you need to pay 2.5. I said 2.5. Oh yeah, I dropped my account and joined that class. That is the best decision of my life. I enter, I begin the training, and then in 3 days, 4 days, we are done with training. I was not having money to start. Now, what do I have to do? This is one thing that passion will do for you. If you have desire, my mentors will say when you desire to do something and then you make up your mind, right? The universe will conspire in your favor. So I made up my mind that I am going to succeed in this business. So I started doing research. I started taking risks, big risks. I begin to advertise on Facebook that I can teach. I want to teach people how to import things from China. Whereas I've not tried it myself, but I have learned, and I was confident enough that I can do it. So people come in and then begin the same process. I teach people the free lesson I can teach, and then I said in master class you have to pay 2,500 as well. It's 5,000, but when you pay 2,500, you get the opportunity to train 20 people. My people of God, within 10 hours, like I finished the program by 11 p.m. Before the next day, 8 a.m., I already having like 25 people in my class. I wasn't having 1 naira in me. The first person who sent 2,500 to me, when the money arrived in my account, the balance, you know how UBA does their thing, the balance that was left in my account was somewhere around 2,400 or something. Right? So I gathered these guys. The money they pay me wasn't enough because I have debts everywhere. So I need to clear these debts with the money first. So I summoned courage and say, okay, people are willing to import. I'm here to guide you guys. I can help you import. You can do pre-order with me. So I begin to do research of products. Hey, see this product. This is amazing. This is the cost of it in China. This is what it costs in Nigeria. Now trying to compare the two prices. People were amazed. Wow, this is amazing. Bring money, I will import these things for you. This is, people of God, this is how I was able to raise money to start my e-commerce business. People bring in money, and then I have to now buy this product. If we are buying product worth 100,000, I add my own profit, maybe 5,000 or 10,000. I bring in your product, send the product and pay them and bring the product here. This is how I was able to raise my own capital. But when you are doing this thing, please do it with all honesty and integrity. Because integrity and honesty is what brought me far. People actually give me up to 1.5 million. As I wasn't having money. People were giving me up to 1.5 million. But I did not eat one kobo of anybody. And this is one of the things we face now as beginners. When we see small opportunity, we just take advantage of it. I was being sincere. I was comfortable with my little I have, right? I wasn't tempted with their money. So integrity is very important. So now, how do you start e-commerce businesses? Well, how do you start? One, you need to identify a problem, which you said earlier. Research for a solution to that product, to that problem, which is the product you are offering in return. Then design a landing page. You can see now. First, we talk about research. Second, now we're talking about our website. You have to design a site where you drive traffic to, right? Then get your graphics and videos done. Because this is what you are going to use on Facebook to drive traffic to your site. Now, designing a landing page, too, I forget something. It's not about designing. There will be copy there. There will be graphics as well. So there is need for you to have these skills as well. Then you send traffic to this landing page through Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, whichever site you decide to send traffic from. Now, you see the digital marketing aspect has come in too. Then you have to call these people when they order. When people go to your site and place order, you have to call them to confirm their orders, right? The confirmation of order, you are now a salesperson. Send the product to your partner. This has to involve logistics as well. And the deliver, take their charges and send your money to you. Now, what do you need to start e-commerce business? One, you need a computer, you need a good internet, and you need a little of finance. Little to nothing. With 50, 100K, you can start, right? You can start with little amount of money and grow bigger, right? Me today, this year alone, January, February, March, to this April, if you go to check our revenue, we've done over 300M in revenue only this year. It's all in e-commerce. I did not start this way. I was once struggling to make 100K monthly from the same business. I was once struggling to do 300K, 500K revenue in the same business. But today, I can confidently, like we set a target this month, we must do 100M revenue. It is all in e-commerce. Right? So you need capital to run these things. Now, the type of product to sell, what kind of product did you sell in the e-commerce businesses? A problem-solving product that solves problem, like we said earlier. That's Blow Vision is a problem. These are kind of products you sell because you are offering solution to people's problem and getting money in return. High in demand, products are high in demand. Must not be product that offer a certain solution, but product that maybe a gadget, right? And then you can see that there is demand of this product in market. My brother jump in and take part of it. Number three, product that is not easily accessible. This is this is the best part of it. Product that solve problem and it's not easily accessible. What we mean by not easily accessible, a product you cannot find in store, a product you cannot find in even the marketplace in Nigeria. If you can find things like that, you are going to say crazy. But I am not a fan that you must sell a product that is not in Nigeria. In fact, one of the products that has done pitch figure for us, a product that we source in Nigeria here. We get them from our suppliers, they bring them, we buy from their hand. I don't literally need to buy them from China to bring it. Because bringing one container of that product costs a whole lot of money, 50 to 100 million. I don't have such amounts of money to when we start bringing such container. So I have to now partner with people who have them. This is like drop shipping, but I pay money to buy them. Are we understanding? Then unique product that is unique. There are certain products that, okay, what can I use as example for unique product? When I mean unique, it's different from what is in the market. There might be the same formula. Let's use an example. Thank God. Let's use an example of normal AC, right? There are AC. We use AC. Everybody uses AC, inverter AC. But when you bring in solar AC, that's unique. It's self-cost, right? That's unique. There are generators everywhere. When you bring in solar generator, that's a unique product already. This is what I mean by unique. Then trending products are trending. Wow, people are talking about product. Wow, this product is trending. Have you seen this? Everything jumping and sell part of it. Wow, product as well. Product that people will see and say, wow, wow. Everything. If you can see any product yourself and you say, wow, my brother, you spot products there. That's how I spot my product. If you can get my attention to any product, it's sellable, right? So, where do you find products for e-commerce business? Number one is Alibaba. This is China. 1688, China. GG, Nigeria. Konga, Jumia, Facebook Marketplace, and physical sourcing. You go to market to source for this product. Now, I'm trying to be fast as possible. I'm not explaining this point the way I'm supposed to, but let's just be fast because of time factor. There are other speakers who are online, right? Then why do people fail in the e-commerce business? I need to really talk about this because a lot of persons are coming into this business and then they are nowhere to be. You can't find them anywhere. They are not doing any good figure or they've literally left the business. I even have a scenario. I have an experience with somebody, right, who does videos for us now. We called him, we invite him, give him some money, do video for us. Come to our office, we give him script and he shoots video for us. This guy started e-commerce back then, but now he left e-commerce and joined 9-to-5 job. I was shocked when he told me about his experience with e-commerce. He said, but these are things that are avoidable. But because people really don't want to pay mentor, or people does not have that people are not resilient with challenges. They tend to look for easy routes. But I assure you 100%, there is no way you can compare 9-to-5 job with e-commerce. No matter how much you are paid, for any, there is no amount of money you are going to pay me today that I will leave my e-commerce business and join your 9-to-5 job. In fact, I'm telling you, no amount. Even what they are paying president as salary. I'm not talking about the other stuff they steal from our government account, but their salary. If you pay me 50 million today to leave my e-commerce business, I'm not leaving it because I have a long-time goal. I have where I'm heading to, right? And then by the time I arrive at that destination, 50 million is nothing to me monthly. So there is no way. And then it gives me that freedom, right, to go to wherever I want to go. And then it gives me that opportunity to actually show my talent in the entrepreneurship industry, right? So why do people fail in the e-commerce business? Number one is lack of clarity. If you don't understand the business, you will fail. If you don't understand and you really don't want to understand, you will fail. Number two, selling scrap. What I mean by selling scrap is selling what does not work. Because for you to remain in this business, you need to really actually build a community of people who will buy from you, buy again. You don't literally need to run out to them over and over and over and over again, right? So selling scrap, if you are selling product that you just want to sell, not because it provide the value you promise your client, but just for you to make money, you are only after yourself, my brother, you are not going to last. Distraction, you have other things you are doing and you want to still do e-commerce business. Why? You will not give it the kind of attention this business desire. So this possibility of you failing is 70% when you have other things you are doing. That's distraction. Then arrival syndrome. Now, for me, that is, God forbid, that is what will never happen to me. Arrival syndrome in this business, no. Maybe when I start doing $1 billion in revenue annually, I may begin to have arrival syndrome. But for now, even if I do $500 million in revenue, that arrival syndrome will not come. What do I mean by arrival syndrome? People who were struggling to make 1 million naira monthly before start making 5 million naira. Oh, I'm cool, I'm good. Now I have enough now to take care of myself, take care of my family. Anyway, our goals might not be the same. Our destinations might not be the same. So I consider this as one of the things that have to bring down a lot of e-commerce business. Arrival syndrome. Not having a bigger or long-time goals. Like I said earlier, if you don't have bigger goals, becomes a lot of challenges. Financial management, lack of financial management. When you are not managing your finances well in the e-commerce business, the possibility of you failing is 99.9%. Because as you are making the money, you eat them. You cannot scale. You remain in the same cycle forever and ever and ever again. Right? Number 7 or what? How many? Which one did I stop? How many number? Competitive pressure. When you are selling a particular product and other people are selling, you say, these people are just taking my client. Or when you go to deliver a client, say, no, I've ordered from another place. These are challenges that every business have, and you must learn to fix them as your own challenge, as a challenge in your business. Tell me one business that does not have challenge. This is part of our own, so you must accept it as a part of this business person, as part of this industry, that you are here, and until you win, it's either you go hard or you go home. Simple as that. Then integrity and honesty, I've said earlier, people actually messed up with integrity. And integrity, it's only when you don't have integrity that you will sell a scrap. It's only when you don't have integrity that you cannot keep to your word. So as a business person, if you are selling scrap and you're not keeping to your word, I assure you, you will fail. 100% that you are going to fail. Right? Following the crowd. When you are following crowd, it becomes a big challenge. Right? So thank you for having me. I just have to stop here because of time factor. I really don't want to take other people's time. Thank you very much for having me. I think there's time for questions too. Oh, my time is off already. Mr. Oluwatoba.
Hello, sir.
All right.
That was fantastic. That
Thank you
was
very much.
really fantastic. Thank you so much for distilling the major things we need to know regarding e-commerce. And I'm seeing some questions in the comment section. Let me try and pick one. Okay, someone is asking that, is it possible to gather team for e-commerce business? Like getting a fellow who has the skills and get them to work together on starting e-commerce. Okay,
Yes,
good.
it's very possible, but capital intensive.
Okay.
It's possible, but it's capital intensive. Because if you really want to put me now as part of a team, you must be willing to pay me somewhere around 5 million or 10 million naira monthly before I can accept to join your team.
I
So
can
it's
imagine.
possible. You understand? It's possible, but yeah, it's a capital intensive.
Okay. Okay. Another thing that I love the fact that you've already explained the kind of challenges that one can get as e-commerce, as someone that is into e-commerce, if there are three things you are going to tell somebody that is doing e-commerce, three major advice that you are going to give someone that wants to get into the space of e-commerce, what would they be? Just three major things that they need to know and hold. It can be part of the e-commerce trend that they need to tap into, or probably a new idea when it comes to product research that they need to know, or anything at all with regards to getting buyers for their business. Okay, just three things that I can tell to someone.
All right. When the three advice I would like to give is one, you must come into the e-commerce business. You must see e-commerce as a business, not a way of making money. That's
Hmm.
one. That's one advice. You must see it as a business, like every other business that is operating out there. That's number one. Number two, you must keep learning. You don't stop learning in the e-commerce business. Come in with a mindset that you can never know it all.
Yeah.
There will always be something you will need to learn. And the last but not the least, get yourself a mentor. A mentor will save you from all this.
Okay.
It's,
Okay.
it's
Thank
simple
you
like it's
so
simple
much.
like that. I really don't want to take much of the time.
I
So
know. I know. If we give you the whole day, you have a lot to share. I know that. I know that. So we are grateful. Thank you so much, sir, for this time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing from your heart. We are really, really grateful. On behalf of the convener, Rosemary Choma Obi, and all the entire team at PWCC 2023-2024, we say a big thank you to you, Mr. Mohammed.
yes, you're
Thank you,
welcome.
and thank
I
you, and
sincerely
thank
appreciate
you.
the privilege to
We
be
are
part
meeting
of
in
it.
Abuja in July, right?
Yeah, we're here.
We are meeting
We're
in
in
Abuja
Abuja.
in July, right?
Abuja is our territory. We are here.
All right, all right. You see, I see you then. See
Now
you
we
there.
now
See
we
you there.
now we get here. This is our own zone.
Okay, amazing,
All
amazing,
right.
amazing.
Thank you for
Thank you
having me.
so much, sir. Do enjoy the rest of your night's rest. Okay, guys, I believe you've gotten a lot of value from today's training because everything that we've shared today, starting from Mr. Hector talking about mentorship, coming down to Mr. Mohammed talking about e-commerce, you can see that you have myriads of opportunities when it comes to creating wealth for yourself, when it comes to making money. And I told you in the beginning of this session, I said that wealth creation goes beyond the cash at hand. Okay? Wealth creation embodies the environment, the mindset, the way you think, the way you see things. A wealthy person is not just a man with physical cash, is a man with systems, with structures, with relationships that guarantees financial freedom. Okay? So until you see beyond the cash, you are not yet wealthy. And if you cannot create a repetition or there is no repetitive approach when it comes to creating wealth for yourself, you are still in the stage of being rich. That is, the money with you can only sustain you for a particular period of time. But when there is predictability in your pursuit or in your endeavor of making money, definitely you are gradually climbing the ladder of making yourself a wealthy person. To be rich, you can do that alone. But to be wealthy, it takes people, quality people, standard people, people of like minds, people that are going the same place. It takes relationships. You don't grow wealth alone. No, you don't do that alone. All right. So a big thank you to all of our speakers once again. We have one more speaker that is coming up tonight, and I will spill the speaker before I bring in him, and that is Mr. Emeka Nobis, the Don. Tonight, you are going to hear a lot of stuff. But before I bring him in, I have some announcement to make. Number one, the first announcement is this. I gave you all a task earlier on, and I told you that you should mention at least one quote from each of the speakers that have spoken yesterday, that's Joseph Etim, Kingsley Ime, Elisha Maman, Chinaza Favor, and Emmanuel Akpe. Told you to mention one quote from them all. And I have few people that did that successfully and on time too. I have M. Dota Dajo. Then I have Ibiako Kelechi. Then Temitope. These three people, they were fast enough to get it done. However, I will also extend some of the gifts to other people that engage in that exercise. So this is what you are going to do for me. My name on social media, or Facebook precisely, is Oluwatoba Akolade, or Akolade Oluwatoba. Kindly go on Facebook, send me a DM that you were part of the winners for this session, for the task I gave, and I'm going to give you your reward. Okay? With that is that. Therefore, other people, here comes your reward. Before I get into that, also, I need you also listen to this. Number one, you can follow this conversation on Instagram. Yes, on Instagram, where we have all the social media handles. We have on Facebook the World Creation Conference, a page where you can just go there. You can see all the social media handles that are there. You have it on X, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Please go to all the social media platforms and ensure you are following every of these accounts. Every of these accounts. I need 10 people, just 10 people that can follow all of these accounts. And once you follow all of these accounts, give me a screenshot and bring the screenshot to my DM. Bring the screenshots to my DM. All right? Send a screenshot that you followed all the accounts and you've liked all the pages. That is one. You can see for Instagram, twcc.official. For TikTok, twcc.official. Facebook, Rosemary Chioma Obi. That is the convener personal profile. Then Facebook, also for Facebook page, we have the World Creation Conference. Then for YouTube, World Creation Conference. This is for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We want to get to 1,500 subscribers after the conference, at least. Before and after the conference, we want to get to 1,500 subscribers. So ensure you subscribe. Please do that. It costs you nothing. As you're watching this, you can subscribe to that. So follow the conversation online. And also, when we make a post, you can go under all of these posts to drop your testimonies, drop what you have to say under each of these posts, and let us know how you felt while you were in the program, so that other people that were not able to make it to the sessions, they can learn from your post and everything. Okay? Yes, that is that about the social media handles. Another thing I want you to do for me, technical team, you can bring me back on the screen. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Another thing I want you to do for me is that you've learned a whole lot. From yesterday till this time, you've learned a whole lot. So what should you do? Many of us, we are on Instagram, Twitter, that is now known as X, Facebook, and TikTok. Just take something that you've learned, create a post, and just put it out there. You can tag all the speakers that have spoken. Probably you received Rema when a particular speaker was speaking. What should you do? Simply go to your Facebook page, write a post appreciating the speaker and talking about what you've learned from this particular speaker, tagging the speaker, tagging a convener. All right. Doing this is not, it's about you living a life where others can learn from you. It's about you living a life where you are not the only one growing, but you are carrying other people along as you grow. Okay, so probably it's a video or you add a screen record of a particular word that any of the speakers said. You cut it, post it on your social media platforms, and when you get there, write a short post, appreciate the speaker. It encourages the speaker that that everything they've come to do, everything is being appreciated. Okay, it motivates them, it applauds them. Okay, we are all human beings. Okay, so try as much as possible to do this. Whatever you've learned, go to your Facebook, to your Instagram, to your X platform, to TikTok, share and tell people about it. Okay, tell them about it. We have our official hashtag TWCC 2024. We have the World Creation Conference 2024. We have World Creation, Agent of World Creation, and the likes. Make sure you use this hashtag so that we can track your post as we do this. Now to the meat of the announcement. Please, I need you to pay attention to this very, very well. Last year in 2023, we started this conference, the World Creation Conference 2023. And at Sheraton Hotel in Abuja, we held the physical event. It was mind-blowing. It was massive. You can go over to the Instagram handle, that's twcc.official, to see what we did last year. It was phenomenal. It was powerful. Abuja received great men. The information shared in that room was powerful. Okay? So this year, we didn't just want to limit it to the physical. That is why we had to do the virtual first, so that we can reach a lot of people, and that brought you here. All right? What should you do? The physical event is coming up on the 27th of July in the beautiful Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Abuja, 27th of July, 2024, we'll be having the physical event. And for the virtual to be this transformative, to be this informative, to be this expository, tell me how the physical will be, where you get to have that contact with that speaker. Remember, Elisha Maman said something yesterday. He said that salt and sweet together, unless there is a contact, there's something that comes to you when you are seeing the person speaking physically, and you can have interaction one-on-one with that speaker. Okay, so I'm going to be telling you about the ticket. We have the ticket for 10,000 naira ticket, we have 50,000 naira ticket, we have 100,000 naira ticket, and we have 200,000 naira ticket. Now, for this 10,000 naira ticket, I'll be giving you discount for all of this. But before I give you the discount, look at the benefits that you have to get for the ticket. For this 10,000 naira, it is the silver ticket. You have access to the conference hall. You are presented an e-certificate. You have basic refreshment, and you have networking opportunity, free conference material, and TWCC tag. Then you have pictures from events where they're going to take your personal picture and they will share it with you. That is the first level. Let's go to the next one. That's the 50K ticket. The 50K ticket is the diamond ticket. Now, for this diamond ticket, okay, is the platinum ticket. Now, for this platinum ticket, you have the VIP access to the conference hall. You have the reserved priority seats in front. You have the VVIP lounge for lunch and refreshments. You have spotlights from the green carpet. You have networking opportunities, and you have the TWCC VIP walk replay. Yes, you have the replay. You have the pictures from events. Then another beautiful thing there is that you will have to get the replay from these particular sessions that we're having here. You will have access to the replay. How beautiful is that? Just look at how beautiful is that. You have access to the replay. That is everything that you get here, not just here, and also in the event. For the physical event, you have access to the replay. You have free copy of Daily Credit Alert or Sell It Shamelessly. That is the book written by the convener, Rosemary Chioma Obi. You have basic complimentary food and refreshment, group photo with keynote speakers, TWCC branded leather, jotter, pen, and t-shirts. This is amazing. This is amazing. Let's go to the next ticket. So the next ticket, which is the 100,000 naira. This is the diamond ticket. What are the benefits for this? You have the VIP access to the conference hall. You have the reserved priority seats in front. You have access to pre-conference dinner with the keynote speakers, VVIP lounge for lunch and refreshment, everything for the platinum, that is the diamond, the 50K ticket, everything that you can get there, you have it here. Plus, you are having free adverts of personal or business brand on TWCC social media, and is the crush. Imagine being in a room with Mr. Ogochukwu, learning directly from him with Rosemary Chioma Obi. This is what you get when you sign up for the diamond ticket. Now for the last ticket, which is the heroic ticket. The heroic ticket. What do you have access to here? For the heroic ticket, everything that you get when you sign up for the diamond ticket, you are getting it here. Not just that, you're also getting free brand spotlight on stage to over 1,000 participants. Imagine your business being exposed to over 1,000 participants. You have exclusive PDF compilation of deep insight from keynote speakers. So you don't have to worry yourself, because you are going to get everything back for yourself. You also have access to hard copy of TWCC certificate. You have the pre-conference dinner with keynote speakers, where you just, it's a buffet, okay? You have group photo with keynote speakers, free access to executive masterclass once again. And this is just so amazing. Then you have free copies of the convener's book, that is Daily Credit Alert and Sell It Shamelessly. You have access to these two books for yourself. This is so amazing. This is so amazing. So this is what I have to do for you. You can bring me back to the screen, please. Put me back on screen, Mr. Paul. Thank you so much. So this is the juicy thing for you. For everyone that you are present today and you are able to view this particular session, this is the discount for you. All right. If you are going for the 10K ticket, you have just 72 hours to grab your seat now. 72 hours to grab your seat ahead of that event for just 8,000 naira. 8,000 naira only. 8,000 naira. So with a discount for you, of course. Then if you're going for the 50K, you have discount of 5,000. So you have to pay 45,000 naira only. Remember, this is only between the window of 72 hours. 72 hours. All right. So get straight to Rosemary Chioma's Obi platform on Facebook. You get all the details and how you can begin to register for the physical event. For the physical event. It is so powerful. If you're going for the 100K ticket, it's a discount of 10,000 naira. You're paying 90,000 instead of 100,000. This is nothing compared to what you'll be getting in the room that very day. Okay. And if you are paying for the 200K ticket, you have to pay just 185,000 naira. 185,000 naira only. Once you join in, don't forget, we have 10K ticket, 50K ticket, 100K and 200K. So that is that on the announcement I have for us. Now let me begin by reciting the bio of amazing Don. The Don has been busy in Lagos. If you follow him very well, he's been busy in Lagos with the opening of Warritau new branch and launching of the new ambassadors. He's been busy, but we have the Don right here with us to share with us how you can make or build wealth via social media platforms, how you can use these tools for yourself. I remember one time where the Don held like a training for, I think, 21 days where you can create wealth using social media. I was part of the training, and believe me if I tell you that training till date, it's still very useful. Very, very useful. Very, very useful. So the Don is someone that knows his onion, is someone that is eating his suya, is someone that knows what he's doing, and is the Don when it comes to making money from your knowledge. All right. So who is Mr. Emeka Nubis? He spent 10 years of his life working as a mechanical engineer for a multinational oil servicing company. During his years working there, he met individuals who were gifted but couldn't come to terms with showcasing their gifts to humanity. Emeka resigned from his job to focus on helping individuals who have a message to share with humanity but are scared, doubtful, and confused to become exceptional by clarifying their messages, build a platform for the communication of their ideologies, and to earn by establishing profitable business systems. Not just that, he also works with organizations to help them entrench progressive leadership cultures that turn employees into brand ambassadors, trains middle and top managers on team dynamics and communication strategies that increases loyalty, bonding, and patronage. As a thought leader, he helps individuals who have experiences, gifting, expertise, or knowledge in subject areas to define clearly what their focus should be, communicate their ideologies using formidable platforms, and to earn profitably by setting up processes and systems. He has a thriving social media followership. His Facebook followership is above 125,000 plus followers. He is a TEDx speaker and has been featured on Nigeria Info FM, Today FM, Wazobia Max FM, Wazobia Max TV, Wish FM, TVC Lagos, and Reading FM. He has been featured on lots of print and digital media. Too many to mention. Permit me on that. We are excited to have him on board. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me as I bring to your screen the Don, the man who knows the nitty-gritty when it comes to making money off your knowledge, the man who understands social media to a fault, the man who understands how to bet ideas from what you do, how you can create systems, how you can erect structures for that which you do. That is the Don. Please, I want to get your clap, your virtual clap in the comment section. I want to see that. Yes, I'm seeing everyone. Okay, yes, the Don, the Don. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, while he's prepping to join us here, he's trying to put himself together. While he's prepping to join us here, you need to understand that there is something that is unique about you. There is something that is phenomenal and peculiar about you that can create wealth for yourself. Okay? So the earlier you know this, the better it is for you. And tonight you'll be having the Dawn share with us how this can be done, how you can move from a place of mediocrity to that level of excellence, how you can move from being a nobody to become someone of influence and affluence, how you can move from being shy, being unclear, being doubtful about your message to become confident, to become so bold about what you do that people will not consider, will not think twice before parting with their hard-earned money for you. How you can move from a state of uncertainty to a place of clarity in your business and that which you do. And if you know the Dawn, it speaks with practical wisdom. It speaks from his wealth of knowledge. It speaks from that which he knows how to do best. Okay? And for many of us that follow him online, you can tell that he's a man that whatever he learns, he shares with us. Whatever experience he has, that either fail or success, it comes online to share everything. It guides us with his own journey of life. From the comment section, I'm seeing that a lot of people here, oh my goodness, you are familiar with the Dawn. The Dawn is someone that is so amazing, very, very jovial, full of humor and of great excellence, great honor. I want you to write something that you know about Mr. Emeka Nobis as he's preparing to join us on screen right now. Write something important, something you feel this is what you know about the Dawn. This is what you have seen him do over the years that you've been following him. Tell me one thing that you know about him. You can tell me about his son, Best. Tell me about the daughter, Daisy. Just let me know that you truly know this man called Emeka Nobis. I want to read from you the comment section. And don't forget, for those of you I asked you to message me on Facebook, please ensure that you do that. Send me a message on Facebook and I'm going to share your reward with you. I'm going to share your reward with you. Okay? I'm still reading the comment section. All right. You're waiting the Dawn. We are awaiting the Dawn to be right here. Okay. Yeah, since the only post of his I just scroll through without reading is when he tries to bash my dad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's a shameless marketer. Yes, a shameless marketer. You know, there was one thing he did when he was marketing his book, Your Book Will Sell. You could see he went to the restroom and there was something he did. He was just so shameless about it. And that is one thing about wealth creation. You just have to stay shameless, because when you have nothing, people will not give you. Okay? But when you show up with value, when you come out shamelessly to sell anything at all, that is when people begin to pay attention to you. All right? So if you come with a beggarly mindset, you will not be admitted in. But if you come with a valuable mindset, with that mindset that is ready to share what you have, believe me, you are going to get people's recognition. Yes, he's a selfless and amazing man. Before he comes off stage, I wanted to watch this video that will be played right now. Remember, You are never too small to make a difference. Let us
Are you ready to transform your financial game in 2024? Then join us for a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be learning directly from industry giants and experts who have mastered the art of wealth creation. Even in this tough economy, I'm talking about people like Ugochukwu Omegu.
Middle class and poor people make money to spend it. Rich people earn money to multiply it.
Emeka Nobis.
For you to grow a great community, you must feed your community. You cannot grow a massive social media audience if you're not feeding them. Feeding is what we call content creation.
Dr. Abioye Oke.
The structure of your mind determines how you see, because your mind is limitless and your vision should also be limitless.
Emmanuel Akpe.
The journey of wealth will lead you to a destination, but the vehicle you use to that destination is very important. You can use airpiece, you can use peace mask, or you can trek without peace.
Chinasa Favor.
If you are not authentic, you are going to get burnt out. You're going to get bitter along the way because you can only be fake for so long, and it is very, very exhausting.
Paul Chinedu.
There's this saying that fact tells, but story sells. And there are actually three simple formulas that I use whenever I'm telling my story. There is the struggle part, there is the discovery part, and there is the success part.
Mohammed Adamu Dago, Ikenna Okechukwu, Esther Odemwike Disu, Kingsley Ime, Joseph Etim, and Rosemary Chioma Obi. This conference will be happening on the 26th to 28th of April, live on YouTube. Access is free, but registration is compulsory. So what are you waiting for? Click the link around this video to register now. Are you ready to transform your financial game in 2024? Then join us for a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be learning directly from industry giants and experts who have mastered the art of wealth creation. Even in this tough economy, I'm talking about people like Ugochukwu Omegu.
Middle class and poor people make money to spend it. Rich people earn money to multiply it.
Emeka Nobis.
For you to grow a great community, you must feed your community. You cannot grow a massive social media audience if you're not feeding them. Feeding is what we call content creation.
Dr. Abioye Oke.
The structure of your mind determines how you see, because your mind is limitless and your vision should also be limitless.
Emmanuel Akpe.
The journey of wealth will lead you to a destination, but the vehicle you use to that destination is very important. You can use airpiece, you can use peace mask, or you can trek without peace.
Chinasa Favor.
If you are not authentic, you are going to get burnt out. You're going to get bitter along the way because you can only be fake for so long, and it is very, very exhausting.
Paul Chinedu.
There's this saying that fact tells, but story sells. And there are actually three simple formulas that I use whenever I'm telling my story. There is the struggle part, there is the discovery part, and there is the success part.
Mohammed Adamu Dago, Ikenna Okechukwu, Esther Odemwike Disu, Kingsley Ime, Joseph Etim, and Rosemary Chioma Obi. This conference will be happening on the 26th to 28th of April, live on YouTube. Access is free, but registration is compulsory. So what are you waiting for? Click the link around this video to register now. Are you ready to transform your financial game in 2024? Then join us for a mind-blowing experience at the Wealth Creation Conference. Theme: Becoming a Change Agent, Creating Wealth in an Uncertain Economy. In this conference, you will be learning directly from industry giants and experts who have mastered the art of wealth creation. Even in this tough economy, I'm talking about people like Ugochukwu Omegu.
Middle class and poor people make money to spend it. Rich people earn money to multiply it.
Emeka Nobis.
For you to grow a great community, you must feed your community. You cannot grow a massive social media audience if you're not feeding them. Feeding is what we call content creation.
Dr. Abioye Oke.
The structure of your mind determines how you see, because your mind is limitless and your vision should also be limitless.
Emmanuel Akpe.
The journey of wealth will lead you to a destination, but the vehicle you use to that destination is very important. You can use Airpiece, you can use Peacemas, or you can trek without peace.
Chinasa Favor.
If you are not authentic, you are going to get burnt out.
Right,
You're going to get bitter along the way because you can only be fake for so long, and it is very, very exhausting.
Paul Chinedu.
There's this saying that fact tells, but story sells. And there are actually three simple formulas that I use whenever I'm telling my story. There is the struggle part, there is the discovery part, and there is the success part.
Mohammed Adamu Dago, Ike Naokechukwu, Esther Odemwike Disu, Kingsley Ime, Joseph Etim, and Rosemary Chioma Obi. This conference will be happening on the 26th to 28th of April, live on YouTube. Access is free, but registration is compulsory. So what are you waiting for? Click the link around this video to register now. Are you ready to transform?
Anubis that he wants to play. Can you do that?
It's perception marketing. So, perception. You know what's is perception marketing. So, perception. You know what perception means. I mean, I'm not going to be sharing some fundamental things. Perception, basically, what somebody is telling you to accept, or what they are telling you, this is who I am, this is how it is, basically. So perception marketing is used by a lot of personal brands, people who are personal brands, and you ought to be a personal brand for your own business. I'm a personal brand for my business. My name, Emeka Nobis, brings profitability to my 5 businesses. I have 5 businesses now. One is fully owned by me, and I bought equity in the other four businesses that I have. So my name drives profitability. So you yourself, you should build yourself also into a powerful personal brand. At your name alone, people will respect you and respect whatever it is that you say and trust, so that they can also buy from it. So you create a persona to pass across an identity. There's an identity you pass across, and you have to define that identity. So you have to create that thing, identity in people's minds. When they see you, when they hear about you, there's something that has to strike. So perception shifts mindset down to your visuals. That's why I look at people, when I go on their Facebook timeline, I look at their display picture, I look at their cover picture, and yeah, just doing it anyhow. You're not even, just put any kind of picture you like there, or your cover picture is anyhow. You have to
Hello, guys. Okay. Yeah. You just saw a very brief video of the Dawn. At the moment, he's still not able to join us live at the moment right now because he's stuck in between few stuff. But don't worry, we got you covered. We got you covered. We got you covered, and you are going to receive a video from him. However, we have Mr. Hector coming back again to cover up for that topic, why we still get to receive a video. The clip you just watched now is on the 10 types of marketing that the Dawn already trained on. So that will be given to you. Just ensure that you are part of the email list. Make sure you register through the link, not that you are just joining on the YouTube. So if you've not registered via the link, go and register via the link. Then from there, you can basically be part of those that will receive the videos of the 10 types of marketing from the Dawn, Emeka Nobis. So why that has been said, let's have Mr. Hector come back to tell us on how you can use social media platforms to create wealth for yourself. Mr. Kena, let's have you on the screen. We sincerely apologize for that. Oh my goodness, Son is saying I'm waiting the Dawn. Oh yeah, I know you are waiting the Dawn. Yeah, the Dawn is unavoidably absent at the moment. Is unavoidably absent, and that's why Mr. Hector is here to fill in for that. Mr. Hector is here to fill in for that. Let's have Mr. Hector, please.
Can you hear me? If you
Hello, sir. You're welcome back once again. Hello, sir.
phone is
You're
not
muted.
connected.
Okay, I
No, I'm
think
not.
you're audible now. Okay, you
Okay.
muted again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I
Can you hear me
can.
now?
Yes,
Oh,
I
great.
can.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So, I'm trying to say, I mean, I can't fit into the shoes of the dog. I really
Okay.
cannot fit into issues. What we can do is, I think I could just take questions from those who want to ask any question around mentorship. By God's will walk around to ensure that Don appears. I mean, he's unavoidably absent in the that's why. But then we could take questions for those who want to ask anything around mentorship with the few minutes we have. So while we'll see how Don can be scheduled, that's information reaching me from convener Rosemary. Okay, so if anyone has a question around mentorship, because it's something I'm very passionate about, right? I really want people to understand that this can change your whole life because it did change my life. Let me tell you one word my mentor said to me some years ago. He said, "What your mates achieve with speed, achieve with wisdom." Hmm. Those
Mm,
words sink deep into me, and those words have given me some serenity, some peace, some calm. I'm not chasing after what others are chasing. I am not measuring success by what my neighbor is doing or has achieved. I'm measuring success by my own standard. These are things that mentors help you, they achieve. And to achieve that, it's this kind of inner knowing that yes, that what you're doing will count tomorrow. And you just don't
mhm,
know it except someone who has gone ahead can see from hindsight and say this guy is on the right path. When someone that has been ahead with success in what he's doing is telling you that you're doing good, even when you don't see any sign of goodness around you, there's a confidence and aura of joy that it gives you that propels you to push further. Then some persons usually ask me, how do I get a mentor? Like mentors are busy, it's difficult to get a mentor. Now I say this to them. Number one, before you desire a mentor, ensure that you deserve a mentor. Don't just desire a
mm,
mentor, deserve a mentor. A mentor is a busy person. There's no mentor that is less busy. So, what is the proof that he will give your time or give his time rather to you? What is the proof? It's a whole lot of questions to answer. I use myself as an example. I am still, in the early stages of my career in this business, right? And many people usually, I mean, I have flock of people who want, so I want to mentor me, I want to mentor me. You know why I laugh at those things? I just know that these ones are not ready. In fact, 95% of people who come asking me for mentorship cannot be mentored by me. And someone will say, no,
mm,
it's like, give me a chance. I'll give everybody a chance. Even beside the fact that I have free mentorship school, but I have inner caucus people that I take through classes, right? But it's very easy. I have barriers. So this is one of the ways you also prove to a mentor that you deserve him. Is he has hurdles you will pass through. So first thing I just say, okay, there's a book titled Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Before you join my mentorship, you must read the book. Say read the book and give me a summary. Some people 1 year they've not come back. They have not come back 1 year. I sometimes they come back and tell, hello sir, please, I want to have a phone conversation with you and ask you some things. Then I ask you, have you paid for my mentorship? He said, no sir, it's not. It's okay. I am that one that met you at that program that said and you promised that. It's okay, fine. Oh, I told you guys to read the book. Have you read the book? So I stopped at chapter 2. Then my father got pregnant. Those kind of excuses. Like okay, your father is pregnant. When he delivers, I'll let me know and give me a proof of his delivery. Then I will also reconsider. So these are things many of us don't really deserve mentors. We just want to waste their time. No mentor will have time to waste. A lot of us are busy. You don't have time to waste. But you following the person principles, following the person's assignments, gives the person the confidence, the necessary boost that this guy is the guy I need. And let me tell you this: if you're good at following instruction, people will struggle to call themselves your mentor.
mm.
People will. Yeah. So many of the mentors you meet, like they see what you do, they will so willing and even wish that they were your mentors. Who wouldn't like
mm,
to mentor a successful person? But many of us are lazy. Basically, we are lazy. So we think mentorship takes away our laziness. You want to shine on someone's side. That's interesting. But the mentorship says mentorship is tough work, man. It's tough work, very tough work. In fact, a practical example is, see this thing I'm wearing today. This is white and white. I have a friend who is getting married today, right? And he has told me for over 2 months. Well, the married, not really married. This introduction phase of his marriage. My very close friend, do the same things that we do. Said, please, you be among the inner caucus friends that will escort me to go and take the lease from my wife's place. Luckily, the wife is the to be is also from my own side, my place. So you are supposed to be the lady expected. This guy that's close to him and also from my place should be there. My ladies and gentlemen, this is me dressed up in our uniform that we agreed. I got a call from my mentor. There's an assignment he wants me to execute. That is the end of it.
mm,
That's the end of it. Like the time you were calling me, I was still juggling through from that assignment, right? That's what mentors are. They are not your mates. Your mentor is not your friend. Please take note of that. Your mentor is not your friend. Ken, I need to take care of this assignment. I try to say, sir, please, sure, take care of that. And that's it. And my mentor knows that I honor him. That the moment he speaks, I can abandon anything and go and do that thing. And when a mentor says that, the mentor begins to take you high. It's your don't force yourself into a person's life. You don't. It's your journey with the person that promotes you to the inner caucus of the person's life. The moment you begin to follow his instruction, follow his principles, follow his discipline, naturally he will promote you. You don't force yourself in. You walk the walk and you get into the inner caucus. That's how it works. I've been on stages that I never ever could have ever been on just because I followed principles. And don't be deceived. Some people will always tell you, no, you are doing too much for this your mentor. What's he giving you? How much is he paying you? Please don't listen to the voice of dissidents, people who don't understand mentorship. Right? I told you the process I went through in my early stages. I could trek just to even find a space around him and still go back. Nothing happened before he could. You didn't have transmission. I've told me, right? You don't have to go through all those hassles, but if you have to, please do. It's worth it. So today, my mentor has given me privileges I've never had. First international speaking I ever had was him. Say, oh, come on, I'm going to this country. Join me. Oh man, what a joy! What a joy! But like, you know the funny thing, I've followed this man for more than 8 years before the first
wow.
time he could give me stage to speak, and he listened. Many of
Mm,
us, you meet them and say, sir, I'll be following you now. You speak, I speak too. You are not the judge. Take away anything, it's pride, and that's why our Igbo race has a problem, especially those from our side of the country, Igbos. Like, it's a problem for many of us. I mean, the Yorubas, Hausas, somehow there's part of humility in your culture, right? But we on this side of the world, it could be a challenge, like staying till the end. So everybody be by notice everybody. In fact, sometimes I actually feel like I shouldn't be in this field anymore because everybody today is a coach. Everybody is a public speaker.
yeah.
It hurts me, man. It hurts me. I feel like, oh man, can I change career? But what I'm doing, it's a calling. I knew it from early stage that this is what I have to do. But because of a lot of things you see online, everybody's a coach, everybody's a coach. And you see people who have never passed through trainings and they come and
Mm,
deceive others. Then you hear people say things like, forget all these motivational speakers, they don't work. You are listening to
mm,
someone that never was under any mentorship. And
mm,
all many people are after is fame, the glory, and the money. So, oh, I heard that if you do online course now, you make money. Everybody wants to do online course. I heard that if you're a speaker, you make money. Everybody's an orator, everybody's a public speaker, everybody's a mentor, everybody's a coach. What is your process? If you don't pass through this process of training, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like the five foolish virgins. They
mm.
were burning, but when the time came, they didn't have enough light, they didn't have enough oil to sustain the fire. So some people have read 3 books, and that's why they think they are coaching. Some people are married to read 10 books. So you know what? I read 10 books last year. I am now a mentor. Man, mentorship is life. You're going to document your process. For you to become
Mm-hmm.
one, document your process, document what you're going through with your mentor. I mean, I'm sitting right here on my table. One of the major things that flanks me on my tables are diaries. I can show you. I mean, it's good to be, visual. These are This is diary number one, sometime in 2016. This is another diary. This is another diary. I have diaries. I mean, outside books is another diary. This is another one. In fact, when I went mentor, you have to buy Bibles. I have like 7 Bibles because you gotta spend money, right? Spend money. If you come to my house, my most prized assets are books. Books. But some people, you spend money to go and buy the latest designers clothes, but you can't spend money to attend your mentor's program. You
Mm,
can't spend money to advertise your mentor because those are things you can do for your mentor, and the mentor cannot let you go. He's having a program, you're advertising him. Now, let me ask you, how many gigs have you brought for your mentor? Like people see you and they say, wow, if you are like this, how much more will your mentor be? I
mm,
can't tell you how many people that registered for my mentorship, subscribed to his mentorship, professional mentorship, paid in thousands of dollars just because of me. There are persons like that. But the people see you and say, mentor, which mentor? If you are like this, I beg, I don't want. So there are a lot of events. Yeah, they're like that. You bring shame to your mentor.
mm,
And these things, you might think they don't know. They know because they talk at the higher level. Some people call and say, that guy, he doesn't have attitude. And you start avoiding
mm,
you. So the attitude of a mentor, of a protege, is humility. You gotta be humble. You gotta be extremely humble. If you miss humility at any point, I'm sorry you've lost mentorship.
mm,
Because sometimes if you fight with your mentor, he will not tell you. He will just start withdrawing and you cannot draw. See, a mentor is like an ocean, right? The amount of wisdom you draw is equivalent to the capacity that you have. You don't come to the ocean and say, well, can you fill my 20 liters? No, you come to the ocean and say, how many liters do I have? Some people that have tanker level will draw tankers. You have an ocean 20 liters, you draw 20, is about how much you have. And how do you improve your capacity to draw, to receive, or retain? It's through humility. Humility. Humility fuels curiosity. Humility fuels curiosity. If you're humble, most of the times you will find yourself being curious to learn. Because a humble man is a man who realizes how much more he does not know. The more
mm.
you know, the more you realize you don't know. How I know proud people. People who read 1 or 2 books and feel like they have made it. That putting law, the law of John Maxwell said. So in the law of, you don't let only teach John Maxwell's rule. You are now a John Maxwell coach. Like you are coach like John Maxwell. If you shut up and learn, you need to go and practice what you have taught. There are about 4 levels or kinds of knowledge. First of the knowledge you get is learning knowledge. Is knowledge you get when you are under a learning process, learning knowledge, right? There's another knowledge you get called experiential knowledge. It is the knowledge you get when you are doing something. But there's one of the highest level of learning is teaching knowledge.
Mm.
Teaching knowledge. You don't just jump into teaching knowledge. You have to learn, you practice, and you teach. That's how.
Oh, network. Wow, yeah, the table is really shaking. The table is really, really shaking because these are deep stuffs. These are really, really deep stuffs. Deep stuffs about mentorship. Deep stuffs. Deep stuffs. Expecting to have Mr. Ikena back. Okay, yeah, that's network for you. But I believe with the few you have shared, you will agree with me that they are a whole lot. And just like I said, you only need to pay attention to what you've learned so far. The problem is not that you don't know what to do. but you know too much to even know what to do. You know way too much to even know what to do. And until you come to that understanding that I am just a learner, and a learner I will continue to be, there are certain level of height that you will not attain. There are certain level of heights that you will not attain. So you have to see yourself first that whatever you know today, you are still learning. So that mindset gives you that push to apply the little you learn today so that tomorrow it accumulates, so that in the future everything accumulates. No matter what you do, no matter how lazy you become, tomorrow will still come. But what will happen if that tomorrow come? What will be the result that people will see, that they will say, oh, this is what you've achieved? Whether you like it or not, 2027 will be here. But who will you be? Where will you be by that time? That is what matters. I think Mr. Ikena is back. You can unmute yourself, sir. Mr. Ikena, you can unmute yourself. Yeah. Kindly press the mute and unmute button, please. Technical, is there anything we can do? Technical, is there anything we can do? All right, you're back here, sir. Oh my, you're still not audible. Not yet, sir. I can only read your lips. Okay. Oh my. Are you using any external mic, sir? Are you using any external mic? Probably if the phone, oh, maybe you disconnect it from the AirPod. Disconnect the Bluetooth. Still not audible. No, sir. Oh my, what is this? Okay, I believe come what may, Mr. Hector is going to be back here to round up his session with us. You heard what I said. Either you like it or not, 2030 will be here. But is 2030 going to meet the same version of you? And you can never get to the next level until you carry what the next level requires. No, you can't. If you get there by luck, challenges will push you down. Okay? Because to every level, there is a new challenge. If you are facing a certain challenge now and you are able to pull through and win and emerge victorious, congratulations. Welcome to another level of challenge. Okay? So the more you keep winning this, the more you keep getting better, and the more your capacity is enlarged. All right? So know this in your heart and hold them so dear to yourself, that you're forever a learner, a student of life, and you still learn. Stay teachable, stay humble, stay humble. What you know may take you there, but your character will determine your sustainability. What you know may take you there. In fact, who you know may land you that opportunity, but your character will still determine if you are able to sustain that level or not. How is your character? Are you humble? How do you speak to people? How do you communicate your ideas? How do you relate to people? Do you look down on people? Do you size people based on their appearance? Do you measure people based on their spoken ability? Do you relate to people based on what you've seen them do? Do you chat people up based on whatever reason? Just know that people may forget what you say, but not how what you say made them feel. They may forget what you say, but they can never forget the feeling that comes as a result of what you've said. So always watch that. First impression lasts longer. And there's something spiritual about this thing that we are doing. After all these things that we've learned, you just begin to see that the scales are falling off. You are now seeing some people around you differently. You are seeing the people, your friends differently, that, oh, my friend can actually help me get this thing I'm looking for. Because Elisha Mama said something yesterday that I can get the response to your answers from three people, either from people above you, from people at your level, or from people beneath you. It depends on how you see them. If you only see President Tinubu, probably you are his brother. If you see him as just your brother, there are some privileges you may not get from him. But if you see him as he is, you are going to get that virtue from him. What you get from a man is equal to how you see him. What you get from a man is a result of how you see him. If you see someone as just ordinary, you can never get anything from that person. If you see your mentor as someone that carries grace, that grace will work for you because your sight about this particular mentor has been opened. Okay, so the scales are falling off. You now see things differently. This is where you now need to be very, very careful. With everything you've learned, you need to stay humble. Even when you get before someone that appears to not know as much as you do, stay humble. It takes just one information to move you to the next stage. Just one information. What you studied in school sometimes might not even matter. What you've learned, even while you are here, might not matter as what you do with them, as how you relate to people based on what you know. Okay? So if the door opens, can you sustain it? Can you maintain it? Because this wealth creation thing, by the time you are able to now count in millions, will you still be the same humble person? Will you still be the same person that is reserved? Will you still be the same person that respects and honors people? If your financial level increases, will it affect your character negatively? You need to start checking these things and putting them in place. Because the truth is, the door is about to be opened. But do you have what it takes to keep the door open to other doors? And as I round up, I'll tell you this. God has given every one of us gifts. He has given you talent. Just like he said that the gift of a man maketh way for him. Listen, there are some gifts. Somebody needs to hear this. This is for somebody. There are some gifts that are for a certain season. Those gifts are meant to unlock some doors at certain times, at certain stages or seasons of your life. When you get to other stages, these gifts will no longer matter. For example, you may be good at your probably, let's say you are a great dancer. You know how to dance. While you were in school, you use that dancing as a skill to win competition for your school. As you are growing in knowledge, in personal development, you discover that there's places that dancing has taken you to. What you need to maintain that level will be your eloquency. So at that point, the people at that level, they are not interested in your dancing skill. They are interested in how what you say can bring value to the table. So that tells you you need to now improve your skill in terms of your presentation. So any gift you have, you shouldn't tarry there. That, okay, God has given me the gift to sing. That singing, for you, it might not be your eternal gifts that will keep opening doors for life. It might just be for a season. You might just be singing. You have a good voice. You might just be singing on the street. And someone, a manager or someone that is a contractor, is looking for someone to hire to do something. And that your voice will be what will catch the person's attention. Once the person, oh, you sing so well, what do you do? From what do, you move to greater level. That gift of singing only opened the door. What is maintaining the door is your other gifts. So there is no man that has just one gift. Any man that claims to have just one gift is only lazy to tap into what he has in himself. Okay, you have a lot of potentials, but you need to tap into them. There's a lot of things in you. Until you see them, you cannot grab it. And once you understand that gifts are seasonal, gifts are for levels, gifts are like keys. Just like the key that opens your house door cannot open your office door. Two different things. So you should know that when you are relating to people that are within your neighborhood, there's a way you talk to them. When you are relating to your mentors, there's a way you talk to them. There's a way you carry people. There's a way you share stuff with people. Everything matters. And this morning we are talking about, until you see it first in your mind, you cannot hold it in your mind. This is not a cliche. You have to see it first. You have to make millions in your mind before the millions is visibly seen. If the millions is not seen in your mind, your hand will not grab it. Okay? So 3 things I've shared. How you handle knowledge and the doors knowledge opens. That is number 1. Number 2, how you handle your gifts and how your gifts are seasonal. Some gifts are for seasons. Some talents are for seasons. Okay? Just like, for example, too, there are some mentors that you give them wine. There are some mentors that you give them books. There are some mentors that you give them your service levels. Okay? Then the last thing is that you've got to open your mind eye. It is always there. It is always there. What do you see? How far can you see? Are you seeing yourself within the confines of your vicinity alone, or you are seeing yourself moving farther and farther and farther than where you are right now? Everything matters. Don't forget, I still remain Oluwatoba Akolade. I think Mr. Hector is back. Let's have him here, please. Is Mr. Hector back? Okay. In the absence of that, I think we are going to round up. Don't forget, just go to Rosemary Choma Obi's profile on Facebook. You get to know about the details on the conference. For your gifts, send me a DM. The ticket has been discounted for just 72 hours. 72 hours. And we are not kidding about this. So for 10,000, you pay 8K. For 50,000, you pay 45. For 100,000, you pay 90,000. For 200,000, you pay 185,000 naira to be part of that physical program. It promises to be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't also forget to follow us on all of our social media handles. Let's continue this conversation online. Whatever you've learned, go to your profile or your Facebook, your social media platforms, and share. Share with people what you've learned. Let them know that you have received something. Some people are watching you. They are watching if you are stagnant. They just want to know, are you really moving? By the time you post, they will know, yes, you are not just stagnant. You are willing to move forward. Thank you so much for being here today. On behalf of the convener, Rosemary Choma Obi, we say a big thank you. Rosemary is sending our greetings to everybody, to the participants, to the audience, to the speakers, to the panelists. She's saying thank you to everyone. To people that have joined us today, thank you so much. Tomorrow, we'll be having Mr. Ugochukwu Umogu joining us live here. So you know you must not miss this. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. on the dot. Come right here on YouTube. Now go and invite more people. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let us grow this YouTube channel to 1,500 subscribers in these 3 days. And also, as you learn, share share, let people, bring people in, invite people, share the flyer, share. That flyer might just help one person, and that person in years to come will make reference to the flyer that you've shared, and they will appreciate you. Okay, tomorrow 7 p.m. Don't miss it. Be there right on time. Thank you so much for that which you have learned today. If you've learned anything, you can still drop them in the comment section. I look forward to reading from you. My name remains Oluwatoba Akolade, and it's a pleasure to be your compare for the day 2 of the Wealth Creation Conference, TWCC 2024. Bye for now.